It's your guys, the Two Live Stews, and today's show is brought to you by Black Eden 1912 Bourbon, a premium bourbon inspired by the historic legacy of Idlewild, Michigan, known as Black Eden.
So whether you're celebrating a victory or raising a glass with friends, experience Black Eden 1912, a taste of history.
We always hooking y'all up. As a listener of the Two Live Stews, enjoy $20 off of your online purchase by visiting blackeden1912.com/2livestews and using the promo code 2livestews when you get to checkout.
That's blackeden1912.com/2livestews and promo code 2livestews to claim your exclusive offer and experience a taste of history. Stewart Mead in it.
Good morning, world. It's your guys, the Two Live Stews, and we've got to thank God every minute of every day. Yes! That guy right there is Doug. I'm Ryan. But together, we make the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning to my man, Raymond Sutton. Good morning to St. Louis Ron and to a pimp named Joe. And today's honorable mention will also, somehow he finagled himself into being a contributor. Shouts out to the great Rel Scott from Philadelphia.
Wow.
Good morning to all of them, and good morning to you too, sir. How you feeling today, Doug?
You know what you are, man? And you're watching the Two Live Stews.
I say good morning to you, sir. Start off with a good morning. That's the first thing you should say to me.
You know what
you
you are,
good morning.
man?
You should say good morning. That's all. I'm a true sayer.
You are an habitual.
I'm a true sayer.
You are an habitual line stepper. I mean, you're so far past the line that one of the kids wakes up and doesn't want to tell me good morning, just being mean and nasty. Another one of the kids playing with electrical sockets in the morning before we do a show. I mean, what is going on? Yeah, I'm good, man. Good morning, sir. How you? Shouts out to everybody that joined us in the pregame show.
I'm absolutely fantastic, sir.
Yeah, great weekend. Matter of fact, before I forget, Tree, pop on for a second, please. Can you pop on for a second?
Was that E. Rogers? What's up to you too, E. Rogers? Good morning, man.
I want to go do my hair.
Wait a minute.
Tree looked like she going down the Soul Train line back in '77. It's fine though. It's fine.
Tree, good morning, Tree.
Good morning.
I
don't care what you think.
You like the radio/podcast Olivia Miles.
Tree, before you disappear, because you're going to disappear.
No. Well, okay.
Olivia Miles is more.
It's more what?
It's more like 70s Afro Olivia Miles. Trees is more like Tree. Outstanding job this weekend. I told my wife, one of the first things I told her when I got back, because I got back at like 2-something in the morning. After leaving TJ's, I stopped and got me some food.
Oh, I guess we should talk about what we're talking about.
Had a drink. I was in no rush, but I got back around 2. And I told my wife, she said, well, how did it go? I said, it was freaking insane.
We hosted a pool party this past weekend for one of Ryan's former teammates, TJ Johnson, with his company.
Don't go anywhere, Tree. Don't do like Doug and disappear, Tree.
You just
enter
for a second.
TJ Johnson Acquisitions and Investments. Second year in a row we've done it. Phenomenal. Just the greatest pool party that I've ever been to. You've probably been to a lot more pool parties than me.
My LB Claude joined us, and when we got in the car, he said, bro, you told me we were going to a networking event, and it was just a random Saturday, and it's one of the best pool parties I've ever been to. I'm like, yes, it is.
A lot of connections made.
It is.
But Tree, thank you for everything. You did a phenomenal job in the World of Producer this past weekend. Went a lot smoother than it did last year. We had a lot of little technical issues. We had another guy that was kind of engineering, and there's nothing to write home about. Long story short.
While you're there, let me say something. knowing is half the battle. And last year we did not know logistically what was going to take place. But this year, because of last year, we kind of knew, not we, Tree kind of knew what needed to be done, and it got done easier, quicker, more effective, and efficiently as well. So it was outstanding job, Tree Taylor. You did amazing.
Yeah, but the dude we had last year supposedly knew what he was doing. He really didn't know what he was doing.
Well, the dude last year is not God's favorite. Shout out to Bing for meeting with me to go do a dry run. That's part
of it too. That's part of it too.
I was not going to be out there. I don't like to look silly.
There was no surprises this year. She sent a message saying everything has been done. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a true professional. You have a little something extra in your check this month.
It was a good time. You guys did great. And we're going to continue some of those interviews here in the space that we weren't able to get to, and hopefully make some more connections as far as sponsorships go in the Two Live Stews experience.
If people are listening that we were supposed to interview, the gig was from 5 to 7. When you come at 7:15, like, hey, can we no, that's not how it works. But we're looking forward to spending time with those people on this platform to let people know in the world what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Job, I said to Arlie too. We'll talk to Arlie and give her big ups when she gets on a little bit later today. She came out there and did Arlie things. It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
I think I like that. Did Arlie things.
Yeah, because she's still upset with me for something I said last year, which was 100% true, but she got on me about it this time. So I made sure I didn't. I'm not going to talk about that.
No, we do have a podcast discussion to get to. You want to do that now before you set things up?
Doesn't matter to me.
And this podcast discussion shouldn't be a surprise because we talked about this podcast discussion last week in one of Ollie's reports. Money after death, spouse versus mom. We know about the current lawsuit that's involving the family of the late actor Malcolm Jamal Warner. His widow is now suing his mother, who serves as the trustee of the family trust, seeking roughly $1.2 million over financial obligations she says weren't fulfilled, including a promised $1 million life insurance policy. And these are allegations being litigated, not established findings. The specifics are very interesting, but the broader question is better for radio, and here it is. When a married person dies, who should come first financially? The surviving spouse and children, or the deceased person's parents and siblings? And there's somewhat of a nuclear follow-up, if we have time for that, as Tree tries to figure out how to formulate today's poll question. If your spouse and your mother were fighting over your estate after you died, whose side would you expect your siblings to take?
We're going to have to put an option 3. You need to have a will and a trust.
Well, but the option 3, well, no, that's why we don't need to put option 3. We can just say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can just say it. Yes, yeah.
Number one.
It's funny because this is what you do for a living.
Yeah, you need to set up a will, obviously, and everybody says that, but nobody thinks nobody gets to it. Nobody does it. They say, I got time. And then they get hit by a bus. And then you have this situation what's going on right now. Better yet, you should hire a trust lawyer. A lawyer that can put together a trust for you where you can talk about specifics and where the money goes and how the money is delegated, yada, 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 yada. So really, that's the answer. You don't want to choose your mother over your wife. Your wife got bills and things need to be taken care of when you're, and by the way, this is a good opportunity for me to say this. Life insurance, me being a life insurance agent for over a decade, life insurance isn't for a big windfall. It's to replace your income if something happens to you. You see what I'm saying? That's really the only thing it's for. Now, it could become a big windfall if you get more coverage than you need and something happens to you and your wife and your family are wealthy and good to go going forward. But really, it's designed to replace your income. That's why we do the little math on How many years are you going to have the expenses where you take care of this and that for the wife, and you pay for college education? You include that. You include the payoff of the mortgage, yada, yada, yada. You come down times so many years, and that's the number.
I knew this was a great opportunity for you to sell and talk about your business, but can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just.
You're about to be disrespectful. Go ahead.
I love punking to death. However, if something happens to me, what I built with the lady that's in this house, she should have total control. So in essence, I'm saying if his mother,
Punkin is our mother, by the way.
If Malcolm Jamal Warner's mother is who's the head of his trust, then clearly he didn't think his wife needed to be getting that bread anyway. Yeah. He wanted it to go to mom.
Absolutely.
Well,
excuse me. No, that's not what happened. That trust, remember, this young man has been working since he was a baby. That trust was put in place years ago, not in lieu of, but what he didn't do was fix it. Like,
he didn't update it.
Yeah.
Right. That's another part of this. You're supposed to update or look
at it. Come back for a second.
You're supposed to look at your will every year.
Any idea how long Malcolm Jamal Warner and his wife were married?
I think someone in the chat, I think it was 2017 or 14. They are kind of new. They're in
a decade isn't new, Tree. A decade isn't new.
No, I meant
that is in relative terms. That's a variable.
10 years? No, 10 years.
It might be longer.
But his mom had known him since 55 years.
But you can't be married to somebody for 10 years and you hadn't made them the beneficiary of you.
Well, the mom is taking long, though. I don't think they're in a fight, but she's taking a little long.
Okay, the great Hollywood.
Oh, look, they got married in 2022, so that's even.
All right, that changes things. It's not a decade.
May 23rd.
And if he didn't have a will that stipulates exactly how the money should, be separated and divvied up, then only being married to him for a couple of years, it complicates things.
Okay, but this is the reason why. Because who's walking around thinking about dying at his age?
It's kind of something that's going to happen.
I've lost a lot of friends that's not my age. They're younger than me, and they're gone.
Let me give a heads up. Trustandwill.com. Trustandwill.com. They have commercials and everything that you see. It's very simple. It's one of those flow chart type things where you put in, they ask you a question and it gives you A, B, C, or D, and you click C, and then it goes to the next question, and it might ask you something, and you might type in your answer or whatever.
Shouts out to Chuck Wagon. We appreciate you, Chuck Wagon.
By the time you get to the end of it, like 20, 30 questions, the will is done.
3 years.
It's very simple. It's not hard because a lot of people think in their mind that it's complicated to get a will done. You got to pay a lawyer and all this. You do this trust and will thing, it's like $150, $200, and it's done.
You want to get a trust, you want to trust over a will because the will takes forever.
Well, it depends on your situation.
In probate. Well, yeah.
Shouts out to the great Hollywood who spent time with us this past weekend. Here's one of the messages. It's so hard to find clothes/swimwear for these twins. Thank you, Ollie. We were very happy to see you and the twins this past weekend. You have time to mention the difference between a will and a trust, man, before you get into the show?
No, I mean, in simple terms, a will is just what it is. It's a will. It's where you want your money
to go.
What your last wishes are.
With your stuff. Right.
The trust is specifics. It's more direct and exact. Like it's giving more instructions.
Okay. All right.
It's giving more instructions about where you want your assets to go to.
Okay. Thank you for that. Well, that's today's question. That's today's podcast discussion. Tree is formulating the question back there right now for y'all to vote on.
But we still don't have what the question is. The question
I literally just said she's formulating a question for y'all to answer. right now, and we'll probably have that up before the first segment's over.
Pre-show, and everybody ignore me then too.
Well, but we have to have the discussion.
We said this, and I'm trying to make the question, but then I was asked to come in. Stop it.
Tree, he don't know because he wasn't paying attention when we talked about it. Yeah, so it's okay.
That's not true. That's actually a lie.
Well, but no, it's not a lie because you just missed it.
You do that all the time too.
You just missed it.
Hey, like, share, and subscribe to the show. This is the 2 Live Stews, sports talk with hot sauce, Texas Heat hot sauce. Hollywood Report entertainment coming up later. Last 48, the biggest memes in the 2 Live Stews Facebook chat group. A little bit later as well.
Unfortunately, Malcolm Jamal Warner's family and his wife, former wife, is stuck like Chuck because mom is not going to say, "Oh, y'all can have all this now." It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. All right, go ahead.
Shouts out to Pee Wee Shine. Check out his music on Apple and Spotify Music. Pee Wee Shine, a.k.a. BMX. B as in boy, BMX. Shouts out to Black Eden 1912. Smooth bourbon, man. We'll talk more about it throughout today's show and how you can get yours. We are going to revisit the LeBron conversation that we had such an exhausting conversation on a pop-up a couple of days ago. WNBA All-Star Game, the new Black Panthers announced. I got some issues with it. And also, I'm going to tie that into kind of like trending topic number 4, your favorite action heroes or comic book heroes. We'll have some fun with that later on in today's show with trending topic number 4.
Thank you for that, man. We really appreciate you and your leadership.
Absolutely.
Let me do this now before we get into the next segment. For everybody that saw the pop-up on Friday, I want to apologize.
I told you didn't have to do this.
I probably got a little too into it, but I just got to remind y'all that there's one of me on this platform that really, really has been there and done that and understands certain things when it comes to that stuff. And I think that gives me a tad more insight, and sometimes that it aggravates me when that gets overlooked. But I want to apologize to everybody that listened and watched the pop-up. And For
people that don't know what he's talking about, we did the pop-up, and he absolutely just had a conniption about the defense of LeBron James.
No, I wasn't defending LeBron James. I was defending reality and being real. I was defending the situation. That's all. Yeah. And I don't expect for everybody who was not a professional athlete to see it the way a professional athlete sees it. That's all.
This story has nothing to do with were you a professional athlete or not.
Everything to do with that. Because if you weren't a pro, you couldn't possibly understand.
You can give some insight that a lot of us, that 98% of us can't. But this story is the story.
Real quick, I asked you to talk about the wills and the trust of Malcolm Jamal Warner because you do that for a living.
Right.
I rest my case. Up next in the Doghouse with you guys, the 2 Live Stews. LeBron made a decision. He's decided, and we'll talk about it again up next. Yeah. Insurance, trust, percentages, flow charts. You talk about all that. But when it comes to these sports and these contracts and these situations, I got more insight.
What up, folks? It's your boy, Doug Stewart, one half of the world-famous 2 Live Stews. Now, what I do in my daily life is I work in the financial services industry. In particular, I sell life insurance, okay? I do retirement planning, investing as well, but really I focus on life insurance. You need somebody that you can trust to sell you a life insurance policy, to get you the right life insurance policy. I'm your guy. Y'all know me from these streets. I'm somewhat of a public figure. I'm not going to do anything wrong to damage my reputation at all right? So if you need life insurance, your mama need life insurance, your kids need life insurance, holla at me. Holla at your boy, all right? 678-770-8073. That's 678-770-8073. I've been doing this thing a long, long time. I've hired, trained, and managed employees and agents in the life insurance industry. Holla at your boy. I got you covered. You good. 678-770-8073. I got you.
Good morning, world. Welcome to the Two Live Stews and to the Two Live Stews experience. I'm Ryan, he's Doug, but together we're the Two Live Stews. Shouts out to everybody in Detroit, Michigan. I apologize for not talking to y'all early this morning, but Doug took the show over as soon as we started. Shouts out to the good people from WGPR, Hot 107.5 FM HD2 Detroit. Sports Rap Networks in the building. We really appreciate you, Detroit. A lot of good things popping. We appreciate Rashid and crew for all that you do. That's a bar. But yeah, welcome to the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews experience, everybody.
Ryan pulled the Ryan Clark on Douglas's ass. Put Osiris's back up there, if you could, Tree.
Marvin Childs, been there, done that. We've been let go from the same platform. It's okay. When we talk about Ryan Clark a little bit later, I'm going to share those thoughts and those sentiments as well.
Damn, Ryan Stew is Ryan Clark and Doug. He don't have to Ryan Clark me. As a matter of fact, I mentioned this the other day when we were talking about the whole Ryan Clark thing. A lot of times, 95% of the time, I give you, pass on the conversation to you because you played in the NFL.
You did say that.
5 years, a lot of us haven't. But
you did say that.
This story about LeBron is really about opinions. That's really all it is. It's about.
Yeah. No,
it's about opinions. Yeah. Everybody got one, like assholes and what else?
No, Boonkies
and whatever. So if you haven't heard, if you've been under a rock, LeBron James has agreed to join the Philadelphia 76ers, ending his 8-year run. That's always strange when I say that. It doesn't feel like he's been with the Lakers 8 years. I'm a Laker fan, by the way.
Where he did win a championship.
To the Eastern Conference, man. We had a pop-up show on it the other day. If you're new to the show, Ryan is an avid LeBron James fan. I respect him. He's the king, but, not a fan of a lot of things that he's done in his career. And Ryan, you let it be known that I was wrong in my thought process on LeBron.
Yeah, because you want him to go to a loser or choose a loser. Who in their right mind does that?
No, that's not
accurate. No. If he's blessed to have a choice, if you're blessed to have a choice in any situation, it ain't got nothing to do with sports, you should make the best choice for you and your goals. In sports, everyone's goal is to win.
Rich Paul said it was not about the money. Rich Paul is his agent. It's not about the money. He had multiple serious options. He carefully weighed. This is Rich Paul talking. He carefully weighed his legacy. We're going to have Rel Scott on too, our man on the field from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to come on and talk about what's going on in the streets and the hoopla around the story. Stay tuned for that.
I just think you LeBron haters should find the time to realize that most athletes want to win. And y'all have somehow changed the narrative to be LeBron shouldn't want to be that kind of athlete. He should want to do something else outside of win.
Now listen.
So the choices came down to where he wanted to go where he was wanted. Out of those 5, 8, 10, 12 teams that wanted him, he should choose who he thinks is the best for him to win.
Everything you just said is untrue. Everything you just said is untrue. It's made up by y'all LeBron fans. Can I say one thing?
Well, I wasn't finished though.
Go ahead.
And since you said what I just said is untrue, athletes want to lose, Doug?
No, I'm saying everything you just said is made up. That's what y'all believe is that we want LeBron, that people that don't just ride LeBron.
I'm not talking about LeBron. I didn't say nothing about LeBron. I asked you a direct question.
Which was? Go ahead.
Shouldn't athletes want to win?
That's not even something that I'll even dignify in answering.
Because you know the answer.
Yes.
Because the answer contradicts all the rest of the shiggity you're about to say. So you'll say, I'm not going to answer, because if you answer, it makes everything you're about to say null and void.
Okay.
Right?
So is it my turn now? And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
You didn't answer my question, though. Why won't you answer my question?
Your question shouldn't be dignified with an answer. And your question is very rhetorical is my point.
You've played sports.
Everybody wants to win.
You played sports since 5 years old, and you had about a decade when you played sports. If you lost, you would cry for an hour after the game. Why? Because you wanted to win. So somehow in your mind, because LeBron wants to win, you've allowed yourself to say he's ring chasing. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead, man. And I did apologize for last week.
That's perfect that you brought up that term, ring chasing. You know what I thought about? And I've said this before in talking about the whole LeBron switching teams from team to team to team to team. I brought this up before. Well, people always bring up Charles Barkley. They bring up Barkley when he went to Houston. Was he ring chasing? And what my response to that always is most of these guys at the end of their careers, they switch teams chasing a ring. And it's always been kind of understood or accepted, whatever word you want to use. The difference between LeBron and all those other 50-11 situations where veterans move to a team chasing a ring is, once again, the culture of basketball. It felt like it was okay to do that when you got to the end of your career.
You're wrong.
The problem, hold on, I'll let you talk. The problem with LeBron has been historically is he jumped forward in the process to chasing the ring at the beginning of his career than Patrick Ewing going and playing for the Toronto Raptors or Scottie
playing for
the Trailblazers.
Allen Iverson playing for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, you know all of the situations.
Yes.
It seems like it's accepted by the fan base and by the league because no one ever said that Barkley or Kareem Olajuwon or Patrick Ewing was chasing rings at the end of their careers. It was more accepted. LeBron kind of twisted the whole process up and did it at the beginning, and I think that throws a lot of fans off. Okay,
I'm very glad you said that, and I'm very glad you stopped there. Let me start right here, and this is the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews. This is your Two Live Stews experience. Shouts out and good morning to everybody in WGPR. He might be like
the fourth or fifth best player in basketball history.
Please answer this for me. Shaq left and went to L.A. as a free agent, and everything was cool.
Shaq left and went to L.A. as a
free agent. Don't take that doo-doo pause now like you smell some doo-doo. Don't smell no doo-doo.
I'm making sure I understand what the guy's saying.
You're good with Shaq going to L.A. from Orlando. You're good with that. That's fine.
The difference is Shaq going to L.A. Shaq was going to L.A. to be the prime player. He was going to be the
Kobe
man
was
on
there.
That team.
Liar. Kobe was there.
No, he wasn't. Kobe got drafted that same year. Don't tell me. This is my team.
Shaq
Hold on.
Shaq was not in the roster in L.A.
Shaq was going to another team that didn't have a player at the time that he signed that was his level or not. It wasn't going to be questioned whose team was it. When Shaq went to L.A., it was his team.
Hey, Doug.
By great happenstance, the Lakers drafted Kobe.
Right. Hey, Doug. Yes. Shaq was a free agent, and he made a decision to go where he wanted. No, man, it can't work like this. When you stop and say, go ahead, I got to be allowed to speak.
Ben Edwards, thank you, Ben.
Shaq was a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned guys at the end of their careers leaving and chasing rings. No, they're not chasing rings. They're not leaving to chase rings. They're leaving because they can leave. If you're under contract,
nine times out of 10, their original teams didn't want to resign them.
Okay.
What you're saying is not true. What you're trying to do is form an argument because you're so passionate about this LeBron thing. It's not that serious.
All right, when you get done.
You did this the other day. Now you're falling back into it again.
Right.
All right.
So what you're asking me as a Detroit.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I'm speaking now. You can't tell me what I'm about to say.
Okay.
What you're asking me is, as a Detroit Lion, when I get drafted by the Lions, a team that does not have a history of winning, You want me to just stay there and be there to not win. What you're asking me is, when I get drafted by the Arizona Cardinals, a team that notoriously doesn't win, I need to be willing and happy to be there for the next 10, 12, 15, 4, 8, 6, however long. I need to stay there with them to do what they do.
It's a different culture between football and basketball.
No, it's not. You're talking about sport. I'm talking about athlete. When an athlete is free to go, the term is called free agent. When an athlete becomes a free agent, most of those guys choose where they want to be for whatever reason that is. And every athlete wants to win. So if you are thinking, or you're under the assumption that LeBron James, with what's left of his career, and he gets to make a decision with what's left of his career, if you want him to choose a loser, shame on you.
No one ever said he wanted him to choose a loser.
Ending career chasing rings. No, they're not chasing rings. They're free to go where they want, and athletes want to win.
Yeah, well, that's the way you phrase it, but everybody else says they're chasing rings. They just say they're chasing rings.
Everybody else don't know sports like me.
Right. Even the players say that.
Right.
But last point, man, you're watching the 2 Live Stews experience.
Players that weren't allowed to have free agency say that. Chuck Schmidt, I'll share a story with you. Chuck Schmidt, general manager of the Lions at the time when I was there.
You can't compare basketball and football cultures. You've been doing this for the last 5 minutes. It's not good.
I get to compare whatever the hell I want. It's me talking, not you.
Right.
You don't get to tell me what I get to say, because what I'm going to say is going to blow what you're saying out of the water. You don't get to do that. When I'm in Detroit, the GM walks in, and I'm in the training room by myself, just me and him. I say, hey, man, if y'all would have traded Barry, y'all could get like 6 first-rounders and build a complete team. And he looked at me and laughed. I said, why are you laughing? He said, Barry will never, ever put on anyone else's jersey. The general manager said that. Barry Sanders will never, ever put on anyone else's jersey. What did Barry ultimately end up doing 2 years later? Walking away with 4 to 5 years left to play. Freak it, I can't cope. I don't want to do this anymore. I've tried to get traded. They're not trading me. I'm done. Barry could not control his own destiny because of the contracts and the paper. They were never going to allow him to get to free agency. LeBron gets to free agency 2 or 3 times now because he's planned to do so. He's wanted to control his own destiny. And he enforces that destiny or that will on what he does, and y'all are saying he's wrong. It doesn't work like that. If you're a free agent, you get to go where you want. You call it whatever you want. Ring chasing, clout chasing, playing with friends. You call it whatever you want. But certain players are never blessed to be able to do that. There's a handful of guys that can. LeBron is one of them.
Can I ask you a question? And you're watching 2 Live Stews experience.
Yes, you can.
On the pop-up show, you were literally like you are right now times 10.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right.
I thought over the weekend you would have thought about it and said, man, my pressure went up 1,000%. I should never get back in that state again. You're literally on the edge of being back to you were on that pop-up show. Right. So my question to you and to LeBron stans, LeBron sexuals, why are y'all so passionate about an opinion to the point where you want to defend this guy to the death? Like in the past 10 minutes, you've literally just you with so much passion, like it's unbelievable. Why? Because I can't think of another player in the history of sports, not just basketball, but I can't think of another player in the history of sports that people like you have defended to the death in this regard. I can't. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yes, I can. A lot of players are never blessed to do what they want to do. There's only less than 5% of guys in the history of sports that have had the ability to do what they want to do. Because contracts keep them stuck in situations. And like Wemby had 2 more years on his deal, and the Spurs did what? Give him a max contract 2 years early. Why? Because if they do that, in 2 years, when he can make $350 million, now they're paying him right now $250 million. The team saves money, and he stays locked up. Oh, now we've got him for 6 more years. Yeah. And the second thing, man, unfortunately, you look at sport as if it's not a business. With your business and what you do for your living, you can be a free agent whenever you choose. You switch jobs every year.
That's a
With
lie.
LeBron James,
First of all, that's a lie. Let's back up. Okay, go ahead.
No. Let's back up. Where are we backing up to?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What's crazy is you think it's okay for you to take a new job for whatever reason you want to take a new job, but LeBron can't. It's his job. This is work. Yes, it's basketball and we love it and we look at it as sport, but this is his job. You can switch jobs 2 or 3 times a year, but he can't. I get it.
You need to put an S on sport. I don't know why you keep saying sport.
Right. Because LeBron plays a sport. He doesn't play sports. He plays a sport.
When we get back from the break, we're going to talk to our folk, Rel Scott, in the Chop It Up segment. He's in Philadelphia. He's in Philly. He's a Sixers fan. This is going to be his debut on the Two Live Stews experience. And we just want to get the feel, like, what's going on the streets of Philadelphia after this big news has come out. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about the Eagles as well as the NFL season gets started, training camps getting started. We'll talk about everything Philadelphia with our folk coming back from the break. Oh, we also got to mention 76ers also picked up another piece. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope expected to join the Philadelphia 76ers in a buyout with the Memphis Grizzlies. Former Laker himself. He's a very good piece, very good defender. Expected to sign a 1-year, $3.9 million contract. So you add him, that gives the bench some depth as well. Philadelphia going for it, man. Philadelphia going for it. It's interesting,
and they
though.
should.
Every team that LeBron is left to go to, they didn't win the championship in his first year.
Philadelphia is going for it because Philadelphia wants to win, like LeBron James. Athletes are supposed to want to win. I mean, if I'm looking at rosters and I'm a free agent, I'm going to go to the best roster that gives me the best opportunity to win. But LeBron has done something wrong. He's ring chasing.
That's another thing that's very strange.
We got to go at 7:30.
That's another thing that's very strange about this whole LeBron thing and you LeBron sexuals.
Yep.
Y'all make it seem like, and y'all use words and phrases like we're picking on LeBron.
No, I didn't say that. I never said that.
The other 20,000 players that have been in this situation over the years.
They haven't been in this situation.
You're picking on LeBron never comes up. It doesn't even come to mind. But we're picking on LeBron. Oh, you're picking on LeBron.
I got a PSA to all golfers. It's your boy One Live Stu, Ryan Stewart. Y'all listen up. If you love golf and you love giving back, this one is for you. On August 14th, 2026, that's right, this year, the Safari Sportsman Club is hosting a big charity golf tournament at Crystal Lakes Golf Course. And yes, of course, the Two Live Stews will not just be hosting that tournament. We're playing in that tournament too, shorty. Y'all pull up on your boys. Great course, great people, even better cause. If you want to play, sponsor, or just get the details, hit our guy Gregory Jackson up at 678-761-5937. That's 678-761-5937. Gregory Jackson. Or you can email info@stjameslodge4.org. info@stjameslodge4.org. Lock it in right now. August 14th, we'll see you on the course. Welcome back to you guys at the Two Live Stews. It's Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart to make up those stews. Time to get into the Chop It Up segment. Looking forward to that. Segment where we give the show to the people and to the fans of the stories that are hot at the time. And this LeBron story, it's beyond hot. It's beyond hot.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it. This should be fun.
To the point it feels like life or death.
Right. And before we bring the guest on, because it is time to bring the guest on, I never used the words picking on LeBron. You did. Don't put those words on me. I never, ever said that. I didn't say that in the pop-up. I didn't say that this morning. Those are your words. We want to welcome in none other than the great Rel Scott from Philadelphia. Happy Monday morning, Rel. What's up with you, player?
Morning, Rel.
I'm good. What up, Ryan? What's up, Doug? What's going on, man?
Before we get to the subject matter at hand, Rel, I want to ask you a question.
Can we give a little background on Rel?
Yeah, you can do that as soon as I get done. You're in the city of Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. How many people that are Philly fans or Philly supporters or in the city are approving this move or disapproving of this move? Is it even? Is it high LeBron? Is it dead? Give me your thoughts on that, Rel.
It's 100%, man. They loving it. We had Negroes pulling over on the side of 95. We got LeBron. We got LeBron. We got LeBron. Nobody got arrested this weekend. The cops was loving everybody, man. It was a beautiful thing. It's been 43 years since the Sixers won the championship. And the city has not been this excited over a player since Moses Malone. You know, when you get the hype that matched the reality of the situation, Moses is the only one. We got Moses. It was faux.
Oh, right.
You know, when we signed Harden, it was like, all right, we got a good player. We got Harden. We got Jimmy Butler. We got something. We got Harris. We got a little something. But this LeBron thing, I think this puts us over the top, man. You know, with Brown, it was a beautiful thing. It was like, all right, let's get to New York. Mm-hmm. Let's see what happens in the Eastern Conference Finals. But with LeBron, we got this. We see y'all in 6.
Talking to Rel Scott, our folk in Philadelphia. A little background. Rel's been listening to the show and to the different shows that we've had for a very, very long time. Come and participate in some little events and some outings that we've had here in Atlanta.
He's here damn near yearly. He's here damn near yearly doing something that we got going on. So we appreciate you, Rel.
And very strangely enough, he's also a Falcon fan, which we might talk about a little bit later. But Rel, before I get to some thoughts about what's going on in Philadelphia, I see on the back you got number 6. That's Dr. J. Number 10 is Maurice Cheeks. Who's 21? Is that a Falcons jersey?
That's Dion.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Hey, man, so is championship a bust? How shocked were y'all that y'all got him? Because I think if you listen to most talking heads, the conversation kind of centered around going back to Miami or going back home to Cleveland. Like before the announcement was made, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how much of a chance did you give the 76ers in getting LeBron?
30% chance.
So
I thought he honestly was going back to Miami. Uh-huh. So people like that really don't come to Philadelphia unless they're at the end of their career and they really can't do nothing for you. But one important thing that I think a lot of people are missing is getting new management. So getting Daryl Morey out of here and then bringing in Mike Gantz was a big thing. And something else that people are not talking about is having Jameer Nelson as the executive VP, man, assistant. So Jameer has a great relationship with these NBA players, man. And Jameer was in their ears, man. So, you know, it was 30%. And then when they say Jameer was involved, I was like, okay, cool. We got a better chance. So it went up to 50-50.
And Jameer Nelson is actually from Philly, right? Didn't he go to St. Joe's?
Yeah, he's from Chester, which is about 2 miles outside of Philly. So, yeah, he one of us.
You mentioned Jameer Nelson and his ability to have his ear to the streets and knowing these players. You talking about a man that's over 40 years old, Rel. Does that not come to y'all's mind like, okay, how much gas? And his number is still good, 20 plus, 6 and 7. Number's still good, but at some point in time, the numbers have to drop. He's getting older. How do y'all look at that? Him aging out eventually. Is he there to age out or give y'all the extra added oomph that y'all need to get it done?
He's definitely the extra oomph that they need because they're not dependent on him to be a number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
That's a good point.
He's going to actually extend what Maxey is already doing. You know how Reggie Miller would come off picks. Maxey don't have to worry about bringing the ball up for 15, 20 seconds and then trying to create a shot. So if you got LeBron bringing that ball up and you got Maxey on one wing, you got VJ on the other wing, they're going to run y'all guards crazy. So it's going to be a lot of tired folks in the fourth quarter. And this way, with LeBron, you can also cherry pick the games that you want Embiid to play. Embiid will never play another back-to-back ever in his life. If he plays 50 games this season, that's cool. Get to the playoffs, our starting 5, and then with the bench that they're getting, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is coming. And one other draft pick that they're not talking about is Caleb Love, the guard that played for North Carolina. Then he transferred to Arizona. Dog.
Yeah.
So the building the bench, they got everybody in the front office in the right place, and LeBron is here to be a helpful 4 or 5, bring the ball up, facilitate, take that pressure off Maxey, take that pressure off VJ.
Finishing up with our folk Rel Scott in Philadelphia, the Illadelph, with the 2 Live Stew Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce. Joel Embiid, like, what's the relationship with Joel Embiid in that city? Immensely talented, probably one of the best technical centers that have ever played the game, but the guy can't stay healthy. Like what's the weight that you're putting on Joel Embiid to stay healthy and finally get this thing done? Because the talent and the ability has always been there, but he's always fallen a little short, always had little injury issues. What's the talk around Joel Embiid?
Well, Jaylen Brown and LBJ signed and just saved Joel. We wanted Joel up out of here. You know, it's like, you know how good he is. Like you said, everything prefaces with the Sixers can do this or do that if Joel is healthy. He hasn't been healthy in 8 years. So with LBJ being here, man, like we said, it takes a lot of pressure off of him. He can cherry pick the games he want to play and the games that he can play. So he don't have to worry about rushing back off of an injury. So we'll see how that goes.
Before we move away and get into the football, Doug mentioned talking to you about the Eagles and maybe even the Falcons now that we have you on.
Mm-hmm.
How many balls do the 76ers need when you've got 4 guys that average 20 and VJ Edgecombe that averaged 18, right under 20 this last season? Is there going to be enough basketballs on the floor for everybody to be able to eat, Rel?
That's a good question, but the way that the Sixers have gone out in the playoffs in the last 4 years, I think they will acquiesce to what LeBron wants to do and what the coach wants to do in order to get everybody in the position to win, man. It's not about ego, and I think LeBron to come in there, he's the one person that Embiid will actually shut up and listen to. He didn't listen to Maxey. He didn't listen to Harris, but he will listen to LeBron. If LeBron tell him this is what we're going to do, I got you. We're going to win, big fella. Just get on my back. I think Embiid will listen to him.
So you're thinking that I don't call it alpha male, I call it the omega male. You're thinking that the omega male is automatically now LeBron, not Jalen or not Embiid, who's been there his entire career.
Well, it's going to be a little hard for Jalen because Jalen came in as the alpha male before LeBron got here. So Jalen is going to take a little time. You know, it looks great on paper, but, you know, as a team, you got to do it on the court. So it may be a few bumps in the road in the beginning. Jalen's a winner. He already knows how to do it. But I think as the time goes on, at the end of the season, I think they'll get it together by the playoffs.
All right, man. Wrapping things up right now with Rel Scott, Philadelphia native. Are you from Philadelphia, Rel?
Yep, born and raised, 53 years.
Philadelphia native, 76ers fan, also Falcon fan. But we're happy to have him in the doghouse with you guys, the 2 Live Stews. Go ahead, Doug.
What do you think about the Falcons this year, man? Your football team. Well, let's back up. Let's talk a little bit about Philly. What's the street saying about Philadelphia and trying to win another title this year? Jalen Hurts back, been a phenomenal player. I think one of the top players in the game. Give us a quick Eagles preview.
Yeah, although I'm not an Eagles fan, man, I don't think Eagles fans really respect Jalen the way they should respect him. Sometimes you don't appreciate what you got until it's gone. So they've been so busy focused on A.J. Brown and glad he's out of here. They want to miss A.J. and them tight third downs. You can't get that ball up in there. But they brought in a couple of wide receivers, man. But Philly is Philly. They got defense. They got a great head coach. They got great special teams. So, you know, they'll be right back in the playoffs.
And before you give your thoughts on the Falcons, man, first of all, give us the story the origins of how a Philadelphia kid becomes an Atlanta Falcons fan, and then give us your thoughts on the Falcons this coming season. And the whole really the big one is the controversy that's probably going to happen between Tua and Penix. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, my dad, he was a hardcore Eagles fan. As a kid, man, back in the early 70s, late 70s, early 80s, they were bad. And he was frustrated every Sunday. I said, how could you root for this team, man? They are terrible. So, as an 8, 9-year-old kid, it was just like, man, I would never root for that team. I'm good. And then as I got older and I understood football and the Eagles got better in the 90s, it was too late by then. I think 1989, 88, I saw Miami and Florida State play. And it was this dude with a Jerry curl out there, and he was sticking Michael Irvin. I said, whoever that dude is, number 2 in Florida State, whoever drafts him, I'm going to follow him.
Wow. Good for you,
It was
Rel.
Dion.
Good for you, Rel.
1989, prime signed the dotted line, and I've been a Falcons fan ever since, and a Braves fan.
That's great.
Wow.
You're no bandwagon fan jumper. You picked the team as a kid, which you're allowed to do. Good for you, Rel.
And you stuck with the team. That's
You stuck with the team.
It's been some rough times, man. It's been some rough times since '89, but we'll see. We'll see what happens this year, man. Our quarterback situation is not the best, but we'll see.
Talk about sticking with your team. Your thoughts on Matt Ryan and some of the decisions he's made since he's been one of the guys steering the ship.
I like it, man. I like it. As a former player, you got the insight on the game. You got the insight on certain players, and that last regime we had was horrible. I wanted to give Raheem a chance, but he was terrible. Raheem was a good defensive coordinator, but not a good head coach. And everybody can't be a leader of men. When you're a head coach, you got to be a coach. You can't be their friend. You can't be their buddy. But, we wish Raheem the best wherever he goes. But Falcons this year, man, it all comes down to the quarterback. They got pretty good, young defense. They got wide receiver. They got Bijan, the best in the game. Great offensive line for rushing. They got to work on that pass blocking. But it all comes down to the quarterback, man. 2 injury-prone QBs, and we'll see what happens with that.
Doug, are you done? You got something else from Doug?
I'm good.
Last thing, Rel. I've been reading the last 5 to 7 days, and I don't know where it comes from. I don't know how this story originated, but I've been reading that C.J. Stroud is in the future for the Atlanta Falcons. Is that a thumbs up for you or a thumbs down if that is a true story that I'm reading?
At this point, we just want anybody with 2 healthy knees.
We appreciate it.
I'll take Stroud, man. I'll take him. But, we're going to see how this year plays out. One thing that I am afraid of, that Tua is going to play great, and then they'll give him a 2-year contract, and then he'll get a concussion next year. So I don't believe the Falcons' future quarterback is on his roster.
Hey, so one I'm sorry, man. One bonus question. You're in Philadelphia. Who got the better cheesesteak, Geno's or Ishkabibbles?
Neither.
Okay, who's the best?
You got to go to the Poppy stores to get a good cheesesteak. That's the corner store for y'all.
So there's no big brand name that people talk about. Like, I just knew those 2 names because I've been to both of those places. But you're saying just go to the hood spot,
the bodega.
Yeah, the reason why you know those 2 because they are local tourist spots.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Philly fans, we don't do that. We don't do that, man. You got to go to the local Poppy store, get you a good cheesesteak, salt, pepper, ketchup, and fried onions. You're straight.
That's what's up.
And that's one word. That's one word, too, when you come to Philly.
What?
Salt, pepper, ketchup, fried onions, and mustard.
That's one word.
That's one word.
Rel, you killed it, man. Good job, Rel. We appreciate
it.
Rel,
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hey,
look at that.
Bottle, y'all.
Look at that. Well, Rel, you hadn't opened it yet. It looks unopened, Rel.
We got a family barbecue coming up on Saturday, so I'm gonna crack it there with my brothers.
Good for you.
I got 2 friends who ordered 2 bottles. They got theirs on Friday, knocked it off on Sunday. I waited, so I'm gonna take care of mine this week.
My good man, you, Rel. 50 grand, Rel.
Appreciate y'all. All right, Stevie.
Outstanding job, Rel. Y'all can catch him in the chat. I'm sure he'll be hanging out in there. I thought he was supposed to be at work today. It looks like he may be at home. But shouts out to the great Rel Scott.
Man,
and he's got the black Eden bottle.
Everybody work from home and Zoom meetings and whatnot.
That's true.
Man took a little 15-minute break. He's back on the clock probably right now.
Your thoughts on some of the things that Rel just had to say? You agree, disagree? Share your thoughts on what Rel just had to say.
No, I mean, let's start with the Falcons part, man. It's very obvious the Falcons have to get this quarterback thing right, and it might be Tua. I don't think it's going to be Penix this year because of the injuries. He's not subconsciously, psychology-wise. Penix is not going to be the same quarterback that we drafted. So that's one issue. And the whole Philadelphia thing, man, probably behind the Lakers, the second favorite team that I probably had growing up was probably Philadelphia, just like most kids that grew up in the late 70s because of Dr. J. So when they had Dr. J and Andrew Toney and Maurice Cheeks and then they brought in Bill Moses Malone, like the 76ers were on TV every Sunday. So I lightweight root for the 76ers, man. I don't want them to beat the Lakers, my team. I don't want them to beat the Hawks if it all came down to it. But I lightweight root for Philadelphia, man. Allen Iverson, yeah, I love that squad and that organization.
On the heels of your comments, sir, I hear and I read Tua's looking really good with the tools that he's got. I hear really good, okay? So I agree. I think it will be Tua. And that's a gift and a curse for Penix.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the gift is he'll be able to heal. He's not going to be rushed. He'll still have a future because he was a first-round pick. The bad is he's going to be sitting while Tua's on the field, which isn't good. Second thing off Rel's comments, Jaylen Brown going to want that ball, and they can only play with one.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to end up being a situation when it comes to who is taking the shot on that floor with 5 dogs that can do something with the ball.
Can I throw one thing in there?
Please.
That we haven't talked about at all, really?
Please.
You remember Jaylen Brown was caught on a recording talking to, I think it was Angel Reese, about Bronny. You remember that? You remember that story?
But LeBron's already addressed that.
What he has?
He did an interview a while back. He was wearing a camouflage shirt and a t-shirt that had an orange collar. Look that up and you'll find it. A reporter asked him about that, and he's like, "Nah, he's a dog. He's a real good player. He's got a bright future. Only problem I got with him is he said some things about Bronny that I didn't like, but that's okay. We've already dealt with that."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw that over the weekend.
Yeah, basically, Jaylen Brown was talking. It was Angel Reese, and he was saying to Angel Reese, "I don't think Bronny's an NBA player," and they caught it on audio. They caught the audio, and okay, interesting. So they've addressed that already.
How do you catch that audio if you and somebody else is having a conversation, man? How's that happen?
I can't remember the circumstance around it, but there was a microphone around.
Yep.
And no, you know what? Maybe it wasn't a microphone. Maybe you could read their lips.
Okay.
To the point where, but
all right.
Jaylen's not disagreeing that he didn't say that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, he wouldn't be the only person that said that back in the day. The world felt that way, even though Bronny has shown us that he easily deserves to be a 10th or 11th man off the bench. He easily deserves that.
Well, listen. Bronny might not make the Lakers team. There's another part of the story.
Well, the money's guaranteed. His little money's guaranteed, though.
Yeah, but the money's guaranteed, but him on the team is not guaranteed, and it's looking kind of like that might be the case. I'm gonna remember to talk about that later.
Dad blessed him with about a good $6 or $7 million head start on life. He'll be okay. That was Chop It Up with our guy, Rel Scott. We appreciate you, Rel. Outstanding job. Up next, the great Arlie Michelle with an Hollywood report. We're going to talk about the cruise. We're going to talk about the pool party, networking pool party this weekend. Arlie was in rare form, did an outstanding job helping Tree, as Tree has already mentioned, and she did an outstanding job being with the Stew. So we appreciate her, and we'll be talking with her up next. Y'all keep it locked. Welcome back to you guys to the Two Live Stews. He's Doug and Ryan, together with the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Welcome to the great Arlie Michelle in the building. What up, though, Arlie?
Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning.
Arlie, how was your weekend?
My weekend was too much. I'm tired. Hence the hat, because we hadn't combed our hair. Hence we just throw on a shirt. I'm about like Ryan, ain't got no bottoms on. It's rough around here, child. It's rough around here.
Hey, Arlie, thank you for everything, coming out, hanging out with us, and helping us with everything. Thank you.
Thank y'all for always inviting me and let me be a part of the team, the ABCD. Sometimes I'm a D, sometimes it doesn't matter. Anyway, and shout out to Tree, like y'all said. As Doug always has the greatest producery and all produceryism.
Right.
Shout out to Tree for a great weekend, and to y'all who know what y'all are doing. I don't care what nobody said, and I said it in my post. screw ESPN. Well, screw the 4-letter word. I was on another show the other day and told them that we all need to be boycotting it because they're all. I do a show out of Colorado, and yeah, screw them people. They need to be listening to the 2 Live Stews because y'all feel it like it is, baby.
Somebody at the pool party came up to me and said, "Hey man, are you a little bit ashamed that Ryan Clark was crying on public TV for the world to see?" And my response was, if I lost a $2 million contract, I'd probably be crying too. And having been there and done that, when you get removed or forced to leave a job, that's not a good feeling. So I totally got him being transparent and showing the world how we felt about the entire situation.
Absolutely. And I think sometimes they always say, man up, man up. What does that mean exactly?
Right.
Because I need y'all to have an emotion. When y'all don't have an emotion and y'all just lose it, then we see you walking down the street talking to yourself and random people that are not there. So no, let it out. Let it out.
Let's get to the news, entertainment, and cruises and all of that.
What's first up, y'all? It's your girl Arlie Michelle, and I am the entertainment reporter for 2 Live Stews. I'm also the Julie. If anybody watched the Love Boat for a Love Boat reference, I am the Julie of the cruise world. So come on. We want to see your face in the place. February 12th through 15th. We are sailing out of beautiful Fort Lauderdale. We're going to get together the night before, have a couple of cocktails, get this party started, get on the Oasis of the Seas, a Royal Caribbean cruising magnificent vessel with you feel like you are literally in the city of New York or somewhere fabulous or somewhere restful, wherever you want to be. That cruise ship has that spot for you. So we'll get on the cruise. We'll go to the Bahamas. We'll go to their wonderful island of Coco Cay. Then we will return to Fort Lauderdale and we will leave. And what happens on the ship stays on the ship. So bring your boo so you can do stuff with them that you can't tell other people all about. And it's Valentine's Day. So why not?
2 birds with 1 stone, shawty.
2 birds. And when the old folks say we killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And this also is we putting all our eggs in one basket. The 6 eggs for Valentine's Day and the 6 eggs for the Super Bowl. They're going in the same basket and you will be a hit with the one you love. So come join us. Hit me up, sme.arleywood, that thing you get in the morning, at gmail.com. And I will get you. I'm working on y'all. I had a Google number and Google is tripping. So they should tell me today so y'all can have a phone number to call me. Because if I give y'all my cell phone number, y'all run up my minutes, I'm gonna be mad.
Run up your minutes.
I'm just kidding. It sounded better. It sounded more appropriate. Right. But anyway, so please hit me up. Let's talk about this cruise. We just opened up a new set of rooms. So we got this space for your face to be in the place.
Happy birthday to you.
Sexy version.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, people. Happy birthday to you.
I like that one. That was like, what's her name? It's like Miss
Marilyn Monroe.
We had the Marilyn Monroe version. We're gonna call that what's the sexy man that everybody loves him? Not Denzel, but the new one. God, why his name? He married to his wife named Sabrina, but why can't Idris? We're gonna call that the Idris Elba version. All right, for the Idris Elba version.
Thank you, Ari. Shut up! To the audience, wasn't nothing funny about that.
Better. He sounded good. It wasn't that loud when we appreciate it. So we have birthdays that we want to send happy birthdays to all of you in Stew Nation. For those of you, your kids, and you're celebrating anniversaries, any of those things we celebrate with our Stew Nation dogs and poodles. Happy birthday to you. But to those celebrities that we all know and love, comedian actress Maya Rudolph is 54 today. I love me some Maya Rudolph.
I love her too.
And she loves Prince. And that just makes me love her even more. Model Winnie Harlow is 32. She's the model that has the vitiligo, like Michael Jackson said he had. You know, where your skin has the different colors.
What's her name?
Winnie Harlow.
Winnie Harlow, okay.
You've seen her. You're going to be like, oh, I know who that is. Married to Medicine's Dr. Jacqueline Walters is 68. Roger, and I'm not going to get this right, Guinevere Smith, we're going to go with that, is 71. Y'all might remember him. He fair-skinned dude, plays Smiley, the mentally disabled, stuttering dude who's trying to sell copies of Malcolm X and MLK shaking hands and do the right thing. He's played in like all of Spike Lee's movies, light-skinned dude. He is 71. God, we're getting old. And former U.S. Representative William Lacey Clay Jr. is 70. His daddy was the first Black Missouri congressman, and he has followed in his daddy's footsteps. You know, he is too also retired. I want to address something. Go ahead, Ryan.
You said, my goodness, we're getting old. Well, Ollie, I don't think so, because you sent me a picture while you were at a party on yesterday as well with one of my 77 chapter brothers.
I did.
So Ollie, I was dead all day yesterday. I had no life. You was out in them streets again. How you mean you were getting old? You did it back to back this weekend.
It hurts so bad. My line sister, my one, shout out to my one whose birthday was yesterday, Danielle K. Smith, the one, the Lighthouse, AT&T. That's my girl. We go way back. It's like the most amazing story. I met her. I'm gonna tell y'all the story real quick. When I was 8, we moved to Atlanta, and I was the new girl in the class. It was me and this other girl named Ayana. Shout out to Ayana. The two new people. She moved from Texas. I moved from Mississippi. We became instant friends, of course, the new people. She talked about her cousin Danielle incessantly. And Danielle, they're writing letters back and forth. Danielle's in Texas. I get to my graduation from high school. Danielle is at my graduation. Don't know that's Danielle, though, because she's with another set of people, just her Atlanta connection. I get to Xavier University, greatest place on the planet. Mm-hmm. And this Danielle becomes my line sister. We're talking, her cousin is the Ayana that was my friend since we were 8 years old. I have known you for 10 years before I met you. We were meant to be together. We were meant.
2 degrees of separation in this world, especially in the ATL.
Absolutely. So her birthday was yesterday. So I got up early yesterday morning to go help her daughter. My niece, who's also Sarah, pledged Eta Kappa, Spelman, in 2020. Her daughter throw her this big party, this champagne. When I tell you I'm champagned out, I don't have to have another taste of champagne for the rest of my life, I feel like, Lord. So anyway, her birthday was yesterday. So that's where that party
Happy birthday, Danielle. We appreciate you, girl.
Dino, happy birthday to you, girl. Okay.
Right.
So anyway,
we've done the birthdays and all that stuff. What's on them stories now? What we got on them stories?
So first up, I want to talk. Everybody probably knows by now that Diddy is in solitary confinement. Mm-hmm. And Diddy got in an unfortunate altercation. Somebody said something, and y'all know what they said. You know they still talking junk about that movie that they posted in the size of his little and his Vienna sausage. And I know he was in there struggling, y'all. Because I feel so bad. So I don't even have words.
Ollie, is that confirmed that he got into the fight because the guy was talking about his Vienna sausage?
Well, I'm not sure, but he said the word on the street is the dude said something sideways to him, and Diddy had to defend. They said Diddy held his own. But it's doing two things. It puts you in solitary confinement, and because of federal laws, they're not going to tell you how long it is. You can get up to 30 days. And I was reading about solitary confinement. Y'all, it is really sad. I thought you're extremely
You only
isolated.
get like an hour a day, I think, out of this. You're right.
An hour a day. You can't talk. You can't see nobody. You go play in the little wall, play by yourself for that hour. I mean, you're in the room. They don't let you come out to eat. You don't get to watch TV, nothing. And it messes with a person's mental ability. You got a few little books they said maybe in there. But
there's another side of that story. He's got to feel safer in there away from the other people and inmates. He's got to be like, okay, I can close my eyes and go to sleep while I'm in here. Ain't nobody coming in. You know, it's got to be another side to that.
There's
look at the positive side of things, man.
That's true, Ryan. I thought about the fact that maybe he's getting that, but when you start talking about for days on end, like for the first week, I'm like, yes, oh, this is good. But no real human contact other than your correctional officer that's sliding food on the door or taking you out to the whatever. And you know people in there talking junk. We talking junk out here, so you know they in there talking. It's just a mess. What it's also going to do is probably he's been getting, points for good behavior, which will allow you sometimes to get out a little bit earlier than regularly scheduled. And that might be in jeopardy because of this altercation. So that February 2028 date might not happen for him. That's a long time.
That's sad. But again, I mean, He's gonna have to do his time. Puff got to do his time.
You keep saying that, but it's just something. I mean,
what it is.
I'm gonna tell y'all, not that my child. I mean, I don't know. I think sometimes it's too much. I don't think anybody. I feel like we need to figure out a reform system for this prison situation. I just can't take it.
I tell my kids all the time, the only way to beat the system is not to do anything that makes you have to deal with the system.
You're right. I mean, you're right. Oh Lord, when I think about it, when I was in law school, I had to go. We took a visit. My judge, I was clerking with the Superior Court judge, and she made us go visit the jail, just Rice Street. I didn't even go to the prison, baby. Let me tell you, I can't go to jail. Them people they were yelling. It was like I felt, and the warden was like, was it the jail, whatever his title is, sheriff, the man, I don't know, deputy sheriff. He was like, yeah, and he was so calm though. He was like, yeah, these young ones, it's like he called them velociraptors. Like he's like it's dinosaurs. You got the old school ones that don't bother nobody, and then you got these young ones that come in here and you look at them and they just ready to pop off and kill everybody. I'm like you, Uncle Mike. Maybe I need to go in solitary and make me some made up friends and talk to them. And when I come out, they can give me some medicine, help me. I don't know. But it's a lot.
I am not trying to go to jail. Trust me.
Yep.
Jail, prison. I mean, they say the federal prison is a little better. Like if I do a white collar crime.
Good point, MC. Ollie, you said you go to jail for that $2 million when we talked about that.
I said I would go to jail.
That was under that circumstance. That was, that's different.
But again, we don't need to go back over that.
I forgot what the question was. Wait a minute. I said I was gonna go to jail.
Go to jail for a year, $2 million. That's
right. You got the money in your account, and you either keep it in your account and go to jail and do your 12 months, or you give the money back and stay out of jail. You said put me in jail.
I did.
You still agreed. We weren't talking about adding $1 million.
$2 million. Right. For $2 million, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go because I'm out here in these streets acting a monkey. Now I'm not doing that.
Right. Exactly.
That's not gonna work. But the $2 million, I gotta go. I got to go in here. I gotta smear boo-boo on my body. I don't know, but just please, Lord, just don't let them get me.
You don't watch too many cop shows. Where'd you hear that you smear boo-boo all over yourself and you good?
I just felt like, but what's so crazy is I had a student. I told y'all the story about how I had a stalker and my student ended up. She went to prison for murder.
Yeah.
So, but that was happening, and she went for she was trying to say she was mentally insane. That's why she shot the man in the back 11 times. But that's not. She realized that her insanity and their level of insanity was a whole
different
miles away.
Right.
And she was like, get me out of here, because they were literally.
She was play crazy. Yeah, they was real crazy in there.
They were like smeared. There was real boo-boo on bodies, and I mean, it was ridiculous. Like eating it. Oh God, I wouldn't have made it.
Scott, Arlie, you too little to go to jail. Yeah, Arlie, you go to jail, you definitely gonna be somebody prison life.
No,
you are. You just Ollie.
I'm praying that the people that I put good out there into this world. So if I need to be defended for something I've done, that all these attorneys I know will come together like this big legal team that I cannot afford, because I'm not getting the $2 million. I'm going for some foolishness. If I'm getting the $2 million, they're gonna take all that money. But anyway, I'm just praying that people defend me feverishly and I don't have to go.
Absolutely.
So Diddy's gonna be in there for a while, and I'm sure we're gonna probably hear more about these skirmishes. Because people try you. I don't know what it is about this new generation of folks that want to get in your DMs or get on your page and talk junk about you. Like, just leave me alone. Go follow people you like. Why are we harassing folks?
A big part of the social media situation is it gives people keyboard courage. They can say whatever they want and not be seen by the people they're talking about.
I mean, come say that to my face, like old school on the playground. Come say that to my face. Up next, we have, and I'm gonna ask y'all a question. I did not send this to Tree, but what do y'all think about gospel on the Strip? Gospel music is coming to the Las Vegas Strip. Would you go to this big time concert of the Fred Hammonds, Clark sisters, Ty Tribbett kind of people? Deidre Haddon, I think, is the third person. In October, it's coming to the Vegas Strip. Would y'all go?
I'm not a big, and this sounds kind of blasphemous, I guess. I'm not that big of a fan of gospel music. Like, I don't know any gospel songs outside of the 10 they used to sing in our church at Centenary United Methodist. back in 1977.
When I go to Vegas, gospel music is not the kind of show that I'm looking for. However, there's a bunch of people that will go to Vegas to see that show. So I think Vegas will still win.
That's a conflict of interest in itself.
I agree.
Yeah. Tree saying no, she don't agree. But go ahead, Ollie.
Maybe they'll sell some souls. But Fred Hammond is my favorite gospel artist for real. I love, he got a song for some. I don't like singing Fred because he want to sing in the rafters. He's a high tenor, so when he creates parts, he creates the soprano sound like a something else. And
those Vegas residencies, that's why they're there. You can see the person you want to see, but you still have Vegas. So there's people that are going to fly to see the gospel act, but while they're there, they're going to do other things while in Vegas.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how if the Christian world goes, oh my God, that's blasphemy, y'all in Vegas. I'm going to see what happens. And I might be one of the people go out there and see it because I like a good Vegas show. And I want to shout out to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, who stays herself away. She stay in the news.
My camera? Oh, this is my camera? Oh, this is my camera?
So the people came to her once again.
So give some background on what we just saw for people that don't
know. So Netflix, everybody's doing these Netflix spoofs about tell what the Delta's doing or how the Omegas are getting ready for Clave. Like they'll sit down and do is this my camera? Is this my? And so
with that ominous music in the background, right?
Right. She puts on her regalia, which isn't her regalia, which you can see she purchased that off of Amazon because the people went and found it. Because there's this big, hullabaloo. She's not really a doctor. She said she practices, she's registered, all this kind of stuff. She sent a cease and desist to Jamal Bryant to keep her name out his mouth. Like he responds to it, and it's a whole mess about her.
She played herself. This is a classic example that we can point to for the rest of history on somebody that played their self.
But she played herself, but somehow is still winning, in my opinion. Am I wrong, Ollie? What's your thoughts?
She has some 4.6 million followers, so everybody's it's one of those situations we just talked about. While we might not like her,
frog hairs now. She fine as frog hairs, but her attitude and this whole made up thing doctorate she did makes her kind of ugly to me.
It does. And me and Tree said when we watched her on what's his name on when she did the interview with what's my big quarterback,
whatever his name is.
Yeah, I'm the quarterback in Carolina.
Cam Newton.
She did that interview. Me and Tree both were like, oh, the outfit she had on, everything was, I'm trying to be the next baby mama. So I don't have a lot of respect for women who use that and then say I'm all educated. It just doesn't match for me. But shout out to her.
Outstanding job today, Ollie. We really appreciate you. Thank you again for this
past weekend. Can you stick around, Ollie?
I might.
People have been trying to get you to stand up all day because you said you were without bottoms, but we're not expecting you to do that.
Ain't gonna stand that much up.
Oh, bye, Ollie. We see you later. Up next in the Doghouse with you guys, the Two Live Stews. We're getting to story number 2.
So 2 things I got to mention. Remind me when we get back.
This past weekend, the WNBA had the All-Star game in Chicago. I watched a good bit of it and saw the game. And we'll also talk about the new Black Panther. Y'all keep it locked. Outstanding report by Ollie this morning. She did a great job this weekend and this morning. It's your guys, the Two Live Stews, and today's show is brought to you by Black Eden 1912 Bourbon, a premium bourbon inspired by the historic legacy of Idlewild, Michigan, known as Black Eden.
So whether you're celebrating a victory or raising a glass with friends, experience Black Eden 1912, a taste of history.
We're always hooking y'all up. As a listener of the Two Live Stews, enjoy $20 off of your online purchase by visiting blackeden1912.com/2livestews and using the promo code 2livestews when you get to checkout.
That's blackeden1912.com/2livestews and promo code 2livestews to claim your exclusive offer and experience a taste of history.
Welcome back to you guys with Two Live Stews. He's Doug, I'm Ryan, together with the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Don't forget about the website, twolivestews.com. It's back and it is alive. And just as important, don't forget about the Black Eden Bourbon that powers and sponsors the show. Of course, today's show is brought to you by the wonderful folks at Black Eden 1912, the bourbon that is. It's a premium bourbon inspired by the historic legacy of Idlewild, Michigan, known as Black Eden. And we don't care if you're celebrating or just toasting some friends, or if you're at a networking pool party like TJ did this past weekend. Experience Black Eden 1912. It's a taste of history. Because listening to the Two Live Stews will be a blessing to you. If you go on to www.blackeden1912.com/Two Live Stews, you can get the bottle. And when you check out, use the promo code Two Live Stews, and that will allow you to get $20 off of your online purchase. Again, that's blackeden1912.com/Two Live Stews, promo code Two Live Stews. It allows you to claim your exclusive offer and experience a taste of history.
Before we get to story number 2, man, want to mention 2 things. One,
the poll question has been posted.
One, get down with the Two Live Stews Fantasy Football League. Okay? If you'd like to get down, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. That's sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. We have almost got the first league,
Trey, I think this happens because he's not looking. If he was looking, he would see that he could have teased something else. But it's okay. It's okay. Thank you for getting that up. Go ahead, Doug. Keep on.
So if you'd like to join the Two Live Stews, can you put it back up, please, Trey? If you would like to join the Two Live Stews Fantasy Football League, email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. Depending on how many entrants we get, 60% of the first place is going to go to first place, 25 to second, 15 to third. So you still got a lot of time. We want to get out ahead of it this year. Go ahead.
If y'all find a way to get 100 people to join the league, then that pot is going to be going to,
right.
60% of that pot is going to one person, and the other percentages will be going to other people. But again, the more people y'all get to join, the bigger your opportunity to win will be.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. One last thing I wanted to mention while I was thinking about it. The Lakers signed Matisse Thybulle from the Portland Trailblazers, kind of a veteran known as a defensive player. They now have 16 players on the roster. They have to get down to 15. So that's why a lot of people are saying there's a very good chance that they're going to cut Bronny and just tell him to take his couple $1 million that his old man and Rich Paul negotiated for him. And this Thybulle kid is going to play on the team. They got to cut the roster down to 15. So keep your eye on that. They may have given Bronny this money, but chances are if they want to win and they want to move past the whole LeBron thing and not have Bronny around there lingering and stuff, they probably right now, odds are that Bronny might be on the street. Now, is LeBron going to make a call and get him with Philly? Very, very possible. He's shown to do that in the past. So we'll see. It's going to be very interesting.
Knowing LeBron, he's a very deep thinker.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no doubt in my mind that Rich Paul has gotten the contract, or it's been talked about. If Bronny hits them streets, y'all bring him to Philly.
You know what
There's
else?
no doubt in my mind.
I had another conversation with a dude this past week. He said, man, you know what? We don't celebrate LeBron, the person and the father enough. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen LeBron's father?
Well, I have, because one of my agents was LeBron's father's friend. He knew LeBron's
okay,
father.
And the reason I'm bringing this up, because we always talk about how much a father, how important a father is to a young man. For the most part, LeBron was brought up by his mama. That's it.
Yeah, yes.
But LeBron is supremely smart, supremely business-minded.
The CDC just put out a poll where
the CDC.
Yeah, that's the people. Whoever does the polls, man. I don't know if it was CDC or somebody else, but they did a poll on fathers in their kids' lives, and black fathers are there 70% of the time. We had the highest percentage of being in our kids' lives.
Right, and LeBron didn't have that.
Right.
Like he did not have that male in the house, and to be as intelligent and as business-minded as he is, calculated. He's very calculated in everything he does, whether you agree with it or don't agree with it. He's maybe
it wasn't the CDC. Looseneck said Center of Disease and Control. Maybe it wasn't the CDC.
No, it
but somebody to put out a poll did that this past weekend. Looseneck, shut up, Looseneck.
Yeah, I knew he didn't work at the Centers of Disease Control.
I didn't say nothing about him working there. I was just talking about a poll that was released. But yeah, man, he's broken a generational curse. And a lot of people that have experienced something bad in their life. I got a buddy that I commended when I was at the crib 2 weeks ago. He's a buddy that his dad allegedly was on the streets a lot. And when he got married almost 29 years ago, he said he was never going to cheat on his wife. He was going to break a generational curse. So when we sat down and we was drinking some Black Eaton 1912 bourbon, I said, hey, man, how long you been married now? He said, the end of the year will be 29 years. I said, hey, only you and I here talking. Have you held true to what you told me 15 years ago? He was like, most certainly, sir. I have broken a generational curse, and I talk to my boys about it all the time as well. So LeBron has done that.
So I just pulled up LeBron's father, and there's a guy that's showing up. He looks like the guy. The guy, his name is let's see, go back to it. The guy's name is Anthony McKelland, and they've actually got a couple of pictures of him as a younger person playing basketball. And this picture of LeBron's daddy when he played basketball, I guess like in high school, looks exactly like LeBron. But the point is, man, to not have this guy or any father in the house and guiding him throughout his youth to the guy that he's become today, a billionaire, is an incredible story. And I've never heard LeBron talk about him. I've never seen LeBron, in the same place with him. A good story.
Look at Looseneck pose.
A good story, a great story, man, that I would love to see is him and LeBron have a relationship. And maybe they do have a relationship, and we just don't know. He tries.
Somebody just posted that he's passed. Somebody just posted that he's passed away.
Oh,
and the LeBron's father that I know is the stepdad.
LeBron's father is dead. Okay. Shaq was raised by a stepdad. A great one from all reports.
Yeah.
But yeah, pull up LeBron. Matter of fact, I'll get you to post this picture that I'm looking at. And I don't think this is ChatGPT or some type of AI. It looks like a photo of this guy 40 years ago or 50 years ago, whatever. But very interesting stuff, man. Shouts out to, as much as I ride him about, the decision and jumping to these teams or whatever, the young man is remarkable. He might be the greatest person, the greatest black basketball player, NBA player, and the greatest story that I can think of, man.
And it's funny because you talk about LeBron and his greatness when it comes to off the basketball court, and it's funny how you get the jump jobs, but LeBron can't. It's all good. Let's get into this WNBA story, man. The WNBA All-Star Weekend was this past weekend in Chicago, one of my favorite cities this time of year, and it looked absolutely phenomenal. The three-point contest was dope. The All-Star game was dope. The ladies was jacking up three-pointers left and right. Cece hit like her first 3 shots, which were very deep three-pointers, and she does that all the time anyway. Did you watch any of the WNBA All-Star Weekend, sir?
I watched some the night before. So Saturday night was the pool party that we hosted. So I didn't watch the game, but I saw some of the highlights from the three-point shooting contest, which is very strange as well because Caitlin Clark didn't join the three-point shooting contest. What are your thoughts? You are the president of the Caitlin Clark fan club. Why do you think she didn't want to get in the three-point shooting contest?
I'm not sure, man.
Kind of feels like LeBron not getting in the dunk contest.
I was just about to say, I don't know, man, because I don't know why LeBron never has entered the slam dunk contest. I have no idea why Cece didn't participate in the 3-point contest. She may have been booked to do something else. I don't know.
What do you mean booked to do something else?
She may have had an appearance while she was in Chicago that she got paid for.
Yeah, but I think she was out there. I don't think she wasn't in the building.
Well, again, just like LeBron's never done the dunk contest, I don't know why Cece didn't do the 3-point contest. I have no idea.
The NBA celebrated its 30th anniversary, 30 years of the WNBA. Caitlin Clark, you mentioned all of those people, man. Looked like it was a very festive night. From what I understand, though, man, from people or watching some reports, like they really, you know, how in the All-Star game for the men, like they play like 50%, and it's really just like a showmanship of a show place for dunks and whatnot. Like the WNBA players even did less than that. Like they didn't even try to play defense. They didn't even try. And the NBA has tried to address it where it can be more competitive and look more like a game over the last couple of years. But they say that these ladies didn't even try. They were out there just picking their nose and BSing around.
Well, I don't think they did anything different than the NBA does when it comes to this game. Even though you're right, the NBA has changed things to make it more competitive. Let's just say that. Man, these women were out there trying to have a good time, and they were jacking up 3-pointers. I think 100+ 3-point shots were taken in the WNBA game this past weekend.
That's crazy.
More than 100, like 137 3-point shots were taken in this game.
127, actually. I see
127. Thank you. 127.
So top 5 storylines for the WNBA going into the second half of the season. So you got a crowded playoff race right now with some major teams in trouble. Atlanta, New York, Washington.
Before you do that, read this right here. Before you do that. Julius29C says, I didn't know AZ Fudd, how she says her first name, I'm sorry, was cheeked up.
I've seen that.
The women
in the WNBA, man.
The women were dressed and they came out looking really, really nice. And some of these women are fine.
Oh, a lot of them are fine. A
lot of them are fine. I mean, gorgeous.
That Risha Jackson, man, is one of the finest women walking the face of the earth. I believe that's her name. So Atlanta, New York, Washington, and Indiana are separated by only a few games in the East. In the West, Las Vegas and Dallas are both firmly in place. Number 4 story, the surprising Golden State Valkyries. They're 19-8, second in the Western Conference, and it's only second season in the league. Number 3, Caitlin Clark and Indiana's championship expectations. The Fever right now are 17-10. All right. Caitlin Clark's had these little issues with injuries over the last couple of years or the last year or so. The number 2 story, Asia Wilson chases another MVP. She's probably going to win it, especially if they advance in the playoffs and they make it to another championship. But I'm gonna tell you, man, Olivia Miles deserves some votes, man. Just a couple of votes.
Well, she's averaging like 18. We're talking about Olivia Miles. She's averaging like 18, and there's several women that's averaging 24, 25, or 26 points in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if she's going to be able to get it because A, it's her first year, and B, there's some other people that's scoring more, assisting more, and rebounding more than she is.
And the number 1 story that we're paying attention to, that we're tracking for the WNBA in the second half of the season is the Minnesota Lynx. They entered the season, or the second half of the season, with the league's best record at 22-6, all commandeered by superstar rookie point guard Olivia Miles. They're just getting back. Defecia Collier, who was out on injury the entire year. They still got the best record without the best player, one of the top 2 or 3 players in the league, and Defecia Collier coming back to play. So look forward to Minnesota doing big things in the second half. I can't wait to see what happens with this team.
We're talking about women's basketball, and every event, if you looked at the WNBA 3 years ago, All-Star Weekend, it wasn't sold out. But now, this past weekend in Chicago, every event that was held for the All-Star Weekend for the WNBA was sold out to capacity, sir.
Absolutely.
It's different now. It's different now. They're getting paid like they deserve to get paid. They're being treated like they deserve to be treated. They got chartered flights now when they travel.
I'm giving a lot of the credit to Angel Reese, man. Angel Reese has come in and been like a real catalyst for all of the positives that's going on in WNBA. Shouts out to Angel Reese, the Atlanta Dream Zone.
Shouts out to Angel Reese and the Atlanta Dream. Shouts out to her.
Yeah. One other story too. Trending topic number 3. Go ahead.
And while you're giving shouts out in the WNBA, got to give a shout out to CCO as well, man. Caitlin Clark.
I knew you weren't gonna let me keep going. I knew. I just did a science experiment just now.
I'm here to tell the truth.
I just did a science experiment just now that I promise you were gonna bring up Caitlin Clark.
We can't shout out. We can't shout out Asia Wilson. We can't shout out.
How I tried to move to the next story?
We can't shout out Olivia Miles. We can't shout out Angel Reese for the forward progression of the WNBA. We can't shout them out without shouting out Caitlin Clark. We can't. That's why I'm here. I'm here to be a truth teller.
Number 3, man. Kind of a little bit off sports a little bit. If you haven't seen it, if you didn't see it, Marvel Studios announced at San Diego Comic-Con 2026, the British actor David Johnson will play Prince T'Challa. He's the new Black Panther.
I respect everything Ryan Coogler does, so I know this kid is going to be a star.
So, once again, back to this whole issue with these British actors. Like, wouldn't you say there's 1,000 black male actors in this country?
Yes.
And, more than 1,000.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Between New York, Atlanta, and LA.
Maybe it's Maybe it's an economic decision being made.
Well, I did a little research on it, and the reason why a lot of these British actors are getting opportunities is because they feel like they can promote the product, the movie, internationally. But there's also this talk, and it's damn near conspiracy now because it's crazy. There's also a lot of talk about black male actors in America being too vocal about social issues.
So do you think Idris Elba will make a great Black Panther?
Well, Idris Elba is already in the Marvel universe. He can't be another character.
That's true. Okay, that's true. Okay.
He's in those 4 movies. I can't remember what his name is.
Name a well-known black actor that you would accept to be the Black Panther.
I mean, I can't think of anybody right now, but this guy is an up-and-coming guy. So I'm sure there's up-and-coming black Americans that could do it as well, but they're somehow being overlooked. I just don't get it. It's very weird. At this point, it's very weird that they find this guy. Now, they say this guy, David Johnson, is a great actor. He's been in a couple of great movies, had great performances. When I saw the name, I was like, who is he?
Who is that?
Yep. Yeah, who is that? All right, we gotta go to a break. Real quick, we'll go to a break. We'll be back with last 48.
The economics say he's going to find a star to be the Black Panther that's got a much lower rate than an American that's been acting.
A much lower what?
Well, a much lower rate.
Oh, as far as how much they get paid. Absolutely, right. That's part of it as well.
The economics.
But that's not cool, though. That's not cool.
Right.
Like, you talk about all of these guys. You mentioned Idris Elba. You can talk about Daniel Kaluuya, John Boyega, all these British actors.
Good
you
names.
Go back to Delroy Lindo. You know, that was most recently in Sinners. I just don't like the fact that
somebody said that man's got a resume. Please do the research. No, I don't know who he is. I've never heard of him.
That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is he's not known. He's not known. So why wouldn't you get somebody from this country, a black actor from this country, give them a job? And I hate to question Ryan Coogler.
We got story number 4 coming up next. Y'all keep it locked to the Two Lives Dude. Shouts out to you, Detroit WGPR. We'll be back in a minute.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, and PE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
Welcome back to you guys, the Two Live Stews. I'm Ryan, he's Doug, together with the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Please explain, sir.
The little clip we just came back from the break from, I try to find these little stuff off social media that's trending. That little kid, his name is Jalen, and his daddy, since he was a little baby, like basically when he could walk, has been videoing him and his brother with these little little clips in their house under the little play basketball goal. And the kid's probably like in middle school now or going in high school. So from then to then, you see this progression. The kid is a very good player. But it's funny that his brother, just now in that clip, if Shree can show the clip one more time, his brother just made it seem like he made this shot. And the kid that did the shot, the kid that I'm talking about, he's the cockiest little 5-year-old kid you ever see in your life. If you watch these videos, Jalen, and I know it's a very popular name these days, but this kid is so cocky and so confident, and I just thought that was real cool, man. His big brother, always got his back.
Let's talk about this briefly before we get into story number 4. You don't see all these videos as him being set up to fail, sir.
Right.
You don't see all these videos as they're literally really creating or making a monster.
They're creating a monster, right. I understand that, but I just thought this was cool because it shows the two different ways that you can do this thing as a big brother, speaking from experience.
well,
in this case, the big brother is very supportive and making this kid feel like that he's done something magical, and the kid is living it up. The way that I did it in raising you was I never let you win at anything.
Nope. You did all you could to block my shot, for the 6 months that you were able to. You did all you could to be discouraging. You locked me in closets. You put me in Boston crabs and figure fours.
So
there wasn't much support. There wasn't much support shown to me when it comes to you and I having competitions with each other.
Yeah, because point was you were going to earn it. Just like our old man, I guess I got it from my old man. My old man didn't let me beat him in basketball. My old man used to back me down in the paint and just get a little layup every single time. I never beat our old man in basketball on our little basketball court. Never beat him in anything. So I guess I learned it from him, man.
Pool, basketball, cards, chess, checkers. Yeah, our dad wasn't taking no L's. And the minute it got to the point where he felt like we were on the verge of eventually beating him, he'd stop. He wouldn't play you no more.
So two different styles of raising young people. From MCA 1800, I wanted to comment on this. He says, I don't think it matters since the character is fictional. And in the conversation about Black Panther.
Well, I don't agree with you on that stance either, but I don't agree with MCA 1800 either.
No, but the point I wanted to make with this comment, I don't think it matters since the character is fictional. That's not the point I'm looking at. I'm looking at opportunities.
Who's getting
I'm
the
looking
work?
at a job.
Right.
And it's not a small job.
Right.
This is a big, life-changing job for you to play the Black Panther. And I just feel like all the Black male actors we got in this country, you give that job away to someone that's not from here. It's kind of tricky because once again, we've talked about this over the last couple of months. We all came from the same place. I get that. We were just dropped off in different places. But it's something about this character and how big it is that I would like to see somebody from the diaspora get this.
In Ryan Coogler, I trust. Shouts out to the man. He knows what he's doing.
He absolutely knows what he's doing.
Yep.
All right.
Story number 4, man. You ready to get into that?
No. It's last 48 right now.
Oh, well, right here, Yeah. Okay.
Well, we do last 48 at this time every time.
Well, that's fine. But I mean, that's fine. It's great. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Last 48, the biggest memes in the 2 Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. If you didn't know, we got a chat group with like 40,000 people in it. So hundreds of posts get dropped every day on our Facebook chat group, 2 Live Stews. As a matter of fact, let me mention this while we're at it. We have two entities on Facebook. We have a group. We have a page. The group has like the 40,000 people and posts are made by people that watch the show and in the chat all day long. And that icon on that group is white, the same logo you see behind us. In the page, which really just drops all videos and all of that stuff, the logo on the back of that page is black. So it's, it's two different entities, but check out both of them.
Let's have that conversation. Let's have that conversation again, man. So I can be doing it the right way. I if I'm doing something wrong, I want to do it the right way.
You're not doing nothing wrong. You just Ryan was posting things in the page.
Here I was thinking I was doing something good for our platform, and you're like, hey man, you're in the wrong place. My bad. I didn't know.
Caleb Williams, Justin Fields. In a nutshell, at this point in their careers, 1,130 pass attempts. These are all the stats that Caleb Williams for the Bears and Justin Fields now for who do you play? Oh, Kansas City now. They got the exact same stats. The reason I brought this up is because of an old, long-standing beef between me and you. I'm bringing it up again. All right. If you look at these numbers, you would think, if you're a numbers guy, if you look at these numbers, they're very comparable at this point in their career with the completion attempts, yada, yada, completion percentage, yada, yada. Very comparable. They're almost exact. As a matter of fact, Justin Fields got 2,000 more
they're better
yards.
Justin Fields' numbers are better.
Justin Fields is not a better quarterback than Caleb Williams. We know this.
Yep.
But your stance is, your argument is Justin Fields is just as good as Caleb Williams. What I'm saying to you is, will you not admit that in this case, it grossly illustrates the fact that numbers lie all the time? Go ahead.
It's my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I've been on this platform with you, and I've been on this platform with Joe Hamilton talking about how good Justin Fields is for the last 2.5, 3 years.
Right.
So hold on. So for you to try to tell me that Justin Fields isn't good, these numbers are not
I didn't
showing.
say Justin Fields wasn't good. Right. In certain circumstances, he could be good. What I'm saying is that Justin Fields is not a better quarterback than Caleb Williams. Do you agree with that or not?
Caleb Williams has been blessed with a better system than Justin Fields has ever had. Justin Fields is a dog. He's a player. He's a player. These numbers show you that he's a player. We just talked about Caleb Williams last week being listed as one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. Look at these numbers, but people poo-poo on Justin Fields. Situationally, Justin Fields has not been put in a situation to win with his supporting cast.
Ryan, I root for Justin Fields. He's from Atlanta. He's from Cobb County, as a matter of fact. Right. You know that. The point I'm trying to make is, you know in your heart of hearts that he's not a better quarterback than Caleb Williams. You know that.
Well, then, okay, so.
You know that, man.
Right. No, I think Justin Fields is a great quarterback that has been not blessed to be in the right place.
There you have it. Let's move to the next one.
Yep.
There you have it.
You looking at these numbers right here.
There you have it, man.
Please.
Let's go.
Yep. Thank you. We can move on.
All right, next one, Tree.
And man, there's no way you should try to downplay numbers in sports. You should be ashamed of yourself continuing to try to do that.
All right, so next one. This is our former producer, the Chief Rocker, the original Chief Rocker. Ryan knows him. Huh?
I call Vern. Shouts out to Vern. And shouts out to Microwave. We'll talk about them a little bit later. I don't ever call Vern Chief Rocker because he's not Chief Rocker.
So this guy, Brian, was our producer. He interned as one of our producers, I don't know, 15 years or so ago.
Long time ago.
He says, I had that MJ poster on my wall in college, so it's probably my favorite, but that Ali picture is the most iconic. But what say you? So you got the Jordan picture in the slam dunk contest. I think they actually called us, the title of that slam dunk was Kiss the Rim. Or maybe Kiss the Rim was from the side, I think.
Oh, that is the side.
Kiss the Rim is from the side.
Yes,
right.
Yes, that's from the side. You're correct.
But this is the one where he took off from the free throw line.
Actually, a step before the free throw line.
Then you've got Muhammad Ali, the knockdown of Sonny Liston. You got Tiger Woods when he sank like a 50-foot putt in the Masters. I think the win, maybe that was his first Masters.
I think it was his first Masters, yes.
And then so the bottom left, you got what they call the infamous Hand of God goal. So this happened in 1986. We're not big. Well, I'm not a big.
Well, I wasn't either. Like I wasn't either in '86. I wasn't either.
So in the 1986 World Cup quarterfinal, Diego Maradona scored the controversial Hand of God goal against England, using his hand to punch the ball into the net. The referee missed the foul, allowing Argentina to take a 1-0 lead. Maradona later described it as a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God.
Yep.
And you know how big soccer is worldwide, so this was a big thing. If you go back, I watched the video on YouTube. He clearly hit the ball with his hand.
Everybody in the world knows that. Everybody in the world knows that.
Right. So which one of these photos you think is the best?
They're all iconic, man. I think in the world of soccer, Maradona's huge. He's huge. He's talked about right behind Pele as one of the greatest ever, and this goal has got a lot to do with it. We know how great Tiger is. We know how much Ali means to us, but I think Jordan is the biggest name out of these four, which is why he would get my nod.
Hey, man, that picture looks like he's like literally like an action hero, like a superhero.
It's crazy, man. His head is above the rim.
The thing that makes it better is the look on his face. Right. The look on his face is of determination. Like
I had this poster too. I don't know where it is now. It's probably someplace because I moved so many times. But all four of these are iconic, man. But Jordan is so he's everything, man. So it's hard to vote against him.
It's hard to vote against Jordan, man. It is real simple. That was a good one, man. Thank you, Chief Rocker.
Can't tell me offline, man. He's been kicking your tail in chess, man. You even sent him a text telling him that someone stole your account and hadn't been you hadn't been the one using the account. He beat you so bad. You used the I've been hacked trick. It's not me.
The backstory on me and Chief Rocker's relationship, we played chess pretty much a game a day or a game every 2 days, at the minimum.
He said he's got his foot in your behind.
And over the last 20 games, I'm like 2-18 against this guy. Yeah. And before that, we go on these runs. Before that, I went like 8-0 against him.
Nobody cares about before. What have you done for me lately? This is a big one here, man. Let's get into this real quick.
So kind of to bring back this conversation about Ryan Clark, you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Make sure you share the show. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the show. That's very important. Take a half a second and just do that for your boys. That's very important. Football Forever. 49er star defensive end Nick Bosa's first tweet in 4 years is an emoji approving of Ryan Clark's firing from ESPN.
He's a neck. He's always been a neck. He walks around and acts like a neck. He dresses like a neck, and his thoughts are those of a neck.
When you say neck, you're referring to redneck.
Right? Yes. I didn't say redneck. I said neck.
What's a neck, though?
Yeah. Yep. That's what I call people like him.
Okay. So Bosa, he's made some controversial statements. Maybe it's his brother. Maybe both of them.
I think it's both of them. I think it's both of them.
Yeah. Super MAGA, super conservative. And the thing that really, man, when you come down to the crux of it about this Ryan Clark thing, man, is the establishment has been mad at Ryan Clark for years because of the Lacey conversation that he's had, because of several different social issues that he's spoken up and given his opinions on, that the colonizers of this country just don't want us to talk about.
Put that back up, Tree.
It comes down to that. They just don't want us to call out bullshit.
Yes.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Tree.
Doo-doo.
It comes down to they have a real problem when you call out BS. The whole thing with the Lacey kid in the accident where he ultimately took his life because he felt so bad about the situation. They came up with some film that shows he had absolutely nothing to do with that accident.
Right.
Ryan Clark, a former LSU player, the Lacey kid went to LSU, spoke up about how the media's taking this standpoint that he caused these deaths. He was right. The problem is they just don't want you to talk about it.
If you've seen the interview on The Pivot, his podcast that he does with Channing and Fred, he gets very, very emotional while talking about his firing and his situation. And someone mentioned it was a bad look. A real man shouldn't cry like that. I forgot who it was, Tree, that said that. Okay. Fred G. Sanford, man, we appreciate you and respect you being here. Please keep coming, man, but you couldn't be more wrong. You just couldn't be more wrong. That man put his heart into that job. Yeah. That man cares about his people and his community. That man is one of the best to talk about football right now in today's time.
From RC from Minnesota, I'm a fan of Ryan Clark, but I had an issue with him apologizing a few times for saying real ish about social issues, and they still fired him.
He's trying to keep his job.
I don't think that I would have cried under that situation. I'm like, F him, let's move on. Because the exact same thing, for the exact same reasons, in effect, happened to us.
Been there and done that.
I never cried, but I totally understand that he feels like, and here's the other thing, I think a lot of our passion for this and the reason why we feel like we're done wrong is because we grew up playing sports where the winners and the losers were decided by a score.
Right.
They were decided by a score.
A number.
All of this politics and this backroom stuff and get rid of him because he said something about this or he has something against social issues. So can you use your influence to get this guy fired? We didn't come up in an environment like that. And Ryan Clark probably says the ratings say I'm doing a fantastic job. The ratings say I'm doing phenomenally. Why would you fire me?
It's deeper than that because in this business, there's partnerships for big dollars that take place. If you speak against a multi-million-dollar partnership, they're going to shake you down. The $2 million they're paying him per year is insignificant to the money they're making off of the SEC. It doesn't compare. It's a $100 million deal with the SEC and the Full Letter Network. It's a $2 million deal with the Full Letter Network and Ryan Clark. He can easily be replaced because people are looking for those jobs. The minute the world found out that he was fired, 100 people that look just like him had their agent contact the Full Letter Network. Can I get that spot?
Absolutely.
I got a black guy that's not going to do what he did to hold that spot.
Yeah, man.
So we're blessed to be in the space that we are because we get to talk about what we want to talk about, how we want it. Ryan Clark is blessed to have the platform that he has with The Pivot. But you need to be ready to create your own if you're going to tell the truth inside of your analysis in this business. Because the man is going to let you go. Detroit, we love you, Detroit. We'll see y'all next week. We'll see you on Thursday. Like, share, subscribe to the show. Catch us on twolotstews.com. Catch us on the Sports Rap Network. WGPR Hot 107.5 HD2 FM in Detroit. Yeah, man.
Before they fired us, the thought of getting fired never entered into my mind because I always go back to when we first started. A conversation we had with Steak Shapiro. I'm gonna say his name. We had a conversation with Steak Shapiro and Andrew Saltzman, the owners of the station, Steak was on air at the time, and it said, as long as you guys get good numbers, or as long as you guys give a good show and you have good numbers, everything else will take care of itself.
That's a lie.
Understood that.
That's
What's
a lie.
going on with that one long gray hair at the bottom of your chin?
Yeah, man, it is what it is.
So he's just totally repelling the Beijing?
I don't use any Beijing, man. I let them express themselves. Like we are going to express ourselves when people book the stews. Larry Brown, 404-895-9395. Repasses, funerals, open mic nights,
bar mitzvahs.
Yes, bar mitzvahs. Yeah. I would learn more about the culture before getting booked for one. But if I get booked for one, I damn sure come do it. Anyway, book the stews. 404-895-9395. Call our guy Larry Brown. Email him sme.larrybrown@gmail.com.
Tailgates, strip clubs, scripper clubs. We do it all.
Dropping the kids off at school, picking the kids up from school, going to the kids' school for recess. We do it all.
Draft parties. We do it all.
One thing we didn't mention, or we forgot to mention, so let me mention it. 4 small feet. Welcome back to you guys, the Two Live Stews. I'm Ryan, he's Doug. This is your Two Live Stews experience. We got a great poll question that we've been posting all day long. We talked about it last week in Ollie's report, but it's spouse versus mom. Money after death. It's the Malcolm Jamal Warner story that Ollie mentioned in one of her reports last week. We want to see your thoughts and who you side with or what you think. Poll has been up the entire show, on and off. We've got a significant amount of votes. 70% of the people are saying the spouse suing the parents is the route, or they agree with that. But hey, you still have time to get in there and be a part of today's poll. So just go into the chat, go into the comments, and post 1, 2, or 3 to share your vote and your thoughts.
Let me finish off what I was saying before Tree had to cut us off. We had to go to break. Point is the numbers really, at the end of the day, they'll cut off their nose, spite their face to prove a point to you that you aren't as powerful as you think you are. Because we were always under the mindset that you can go to Arbitron at any time during the 12 years we were on, and it'll tell you that our numbers were infinitely better than our competition at the same time.
Fred G. Sanford, I read a message from him earlier. Let's read this one too. Ryan, I respectfully disagree because he didn't own the network, and if the man owns the network, you don't cry about it. They didn't want you there to begin with. Nordics don't care about our tears.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, I wouldn't cry. I agree with that, but I'm not going to get on him for crying. That's him. That's how he feels. I'm not mad at him, but I definitely never cried about our situation, about any situation like that. I wouldn't do that.
I know several people that cry when they lose their damn job.
Okay.
It ain't got nothing to do with who owns the network. It ain't got nothing to do with how much money you're making. If you're hurt, tears tend to run.
Yeah, nah.
And when you're living your dream job and doing what you love to do and getting paid well for it, and you're at the top of the totem pole while doing that job, I can't imagine, because it's happened to me 2 times now. When that job is taken away from you and you're not expecting it to be gone on a Friday in any particular month, it hurts.
Yeah, it does. I didn't say it didn't hurt.
And when you're forced to talk about it on a platform such as that, and people are asking you questions that are digging deep into your soul, and if you've seen the interviews, when you realize and you tell the truth and you say, I stopped being who I was to keep the damn job, and they still fired me.
Yeah.
Tears running makes sense to me, Fred G.
Yeah, nah. I understand, but I definitely ain't crying. I have never even considered crying about getting fired for some BS. That's not our fault, or because of some kind of bootleg behind closed doors politics. Never.
Yep. I get it.
One quick thing let me mention before we get back to the last 48. I didn't mention that at the same Comic-Con where they announced the new Black Panther, they also announced they're going to reprise the Ghost Rider series. It was something. It was a division in who had ownership of different characters in the Marvel universe. But now they've all come together over the last couple of years. And Ryan Gosling, if you don't know who he is, pull up a picture. He's been cast as the new Ghost Rider, which is Ghost Rider is a pretty popular character in the Marvel universe. So Ryan Gosling, look him up. You'll see who I'm talking about. He's the new Ghost Rider.
Shouts out to Till Dog 12. Peace, King. We appreciate you being here, Till Dog. It's sometimes a mental health issue. The man had a life-changing moment. It happened, and it wasn't positive. That causes your emotions to be stirred. Yeah. When he changed who he was because of the suits calling him upstairs, when he changed who he was and stopped speaking out about certain things, now he's really feeling that change because they still shook him down and it hurt. And people that are hurt tend to cry. It's okay.
Let's wrap up the last 48, the biggest memes in the 2 Hour Stu's Facebook chat group. And listen, if you like to donate to the show and hear, breathtaking commentary from your boys like this, if you want to help us stay on air and maybe even add some days to the week in which we do the show, look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol or a heart symbol. Click on that and donate to the show right there. $1, $5, $500 if you got it. But the preferred way, that's fine, but the preferred way is straight to Cash App, $ 2 Live Stews, and donate anything that you can. There goes the QR code right there for the Cash App. We would greatly appreciate it. We're trying to get this thing popping for 5 days a week, like old school style. Help your folks out. Buy us a beer. Look at it like you're buying us a beer for all of this great entertainment stuff you're getting. Simple.
If you were running a street empire, man, which one of these guys are you gonna try to mock your empire after?
So can we move to the QR thing, Tree? And you're watching 2 Live Stews Experience. So you got at top Tony Montana, Scarface, Nino Brown, New Jack City.
Ooh, I overlooked. I had the option to choose 2 of these guys. That makes it easier.
Okay, Bumpy Johnson. What was the name of the movie Bumpy Johnson was in? Somebody will tell us in the chat. I should have looked that up. I thought I knew. Frank Lucas, who played in the movie as well. God, I can't remember that name either. Frank White was King of New York.
Yes.
Frank White.
New Jack City was Nino Brown. Scarface was Tony Montana. Bumpy Johnson was. I'll look it up while you keep on going. Go ahead.
So out of these 5, you need 2 of them to start your street empire. Who you taking?
You go first, sir, because I'm looking up the Bumpy Johnson thing.
So I'm definitely going Frank Lucas, and I'm definitely going Bumpy Johnson because Bumpy Johnson, actually, the real Bumpy Johnson was from Charleston, South Carolina. He was from the
Hoodlum.
Hoodlum was Bumpy Johnson.
Where Lawrence Fishburne plays Bumpy Johnson.
And Frank Lucas,
American Gangster.
Give me Lawrence Fishburne played a great.
He did a great job.
Character in that movie's that's probably one of the older ones out of these. So American Gangster was probably the most recent. Nino Brown, New Jack City, Tony Montana, Scarface. Give me Bumpy Johnson. Give me Frank Lucas, man.
Give me Frank Lucas and give me Tony Montana.
Frank Lucas, by the way, is from North Carolina. So it seemed like, and what happens is the New York City slickers, they always take the country boys lightly.
The only reason Frank Lucas and his empire fell was because he was trying to show love to his old lady. His old lady bought him a highfalutin, big old mink to wear and a hat to match. And when the feds were taking pictures of the people in the crowd, they say, wait a minute, who's that guy with that big old suit on, that big old fur and hat that's getting all this love? Who was that? Take a picture of him. Let's see who that is.
That's where it started.
That's where it started. If he would have stayed under the radar, he'd still be running that empire today.
Yeah.
You can't be on the scene when you're doing dirt in these streets.
Yeah.
You got to stay below the clouds.
The radar. All right, next one, Tree. You're watching Two Lives News Experience.
No, radar for you, clouds for me.
Right.
The hell you mean radar? Shut up.
Question of the day: do kids still recite the this just came from nowhere. I saw something on social media or whatever, and it reminded me about the Pledge of Allegiance. Do kids still recite the Pledge of Allegiance in elementary school? The thought just popped in my head, and oddly enough, I spit it out like I was in the second grade again. Felt like a North Korean, though, after I did it. Can you still recite the Pledge of Allegiance, sir?
I can.
And let's have a little talk about the indoctrination of that type of thing.
I can. But
okay, all right.
Now that I know and understand the words, I typically don't recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
But there's really no place that we recite the Pledge of Allegiance at.
Well,
even at games, we don't. The fans don't recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah,
we only recited the Pledge of Allegiance in elementary school. Like I don't remember doing it in middle school even. It was just elementary school. That's indoctrination to its highest form. Okay, that's exactly what they do in the Soviet Union and North Korea.
I just I just texted my wife and asked her if they still recite the Pledge of Allegiance at her school, which I'm almost sure they probably do. She's not in elementary school. She is in elementary school. She has lower school and intermediate school under her belt. So I'm curious to see what she says. I'm almost positive she's going to say yes.
Under school? Would you call it under school?
Intermediate school.
Okay.
She does the lower school and the intermediate school, which is pre-K through intermediate, and the intermediate ends after the 5th grade. 6th, 7th, and 8th is middle. 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th is high. So she's the lower school. We call all her spots the lower school.
That's what I'm asking you. Lower school is what again? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Pre-K, kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
So elementary school.
Yes, but 4th and 5th is intermediate. It doesn't matter, man. And she just replied, yes, they still recite the pledge at her school.
Well, I didn't realize that. Interesting. I thought that ended with all this political correctness and all this keeping the separation of church and state and all of that type of stuff. I would have never guessed that they still did the Pledge of Allegiance.
The pledge is to the flag, which represents the country.
Right. So you're taking a pledge. That's some real communist type stuff. That's what they do in these communist countries like North Korea, and they have them pledge their lives. And when you pledge allegiance, you're literally pledging your life towards this cause.
Right.
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of odd and it was kind of interesting. A lot of people chimed in on that on the Two Live News Facebook chat group. All right. Is that it, Tree? That's it? Yeah.
That's it.
Trending topic number 4. Can we get the ladies in? Trending topic number 4. Top 10 black comic book heroes and action characters of all time, tied into the whole conversation about the Black Panther. So we want to get y'all's thoughts. Coming in at number 10, Cyborg, which is a DC character. He's been in the movies with the Superman and Batman and all of them. Number 9, Storm. And all of these are, as Antonio Ingram puts it, for people that voted on this for black people between the ages of 45 and 60. So these are black characters. Number 8, the Falcon. You've seen him on the Marvel movies. He's had his own couple of Marvel movies. John Cece, which is a Denzel Washington character from the past. Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne's wise mentor, became one of the defining sci-fi characters.
We didn't talk about Lawrence Fishburne twice on today's show.
That's right. Coming in number 5, John Shav, old school. Number 4, Luke Cage, Power Man. Coming in at number 3, Spawn. Y'all remember who played Spawn? Michael Jai White.
Oh, yeah. I don't even remember Spawn.
I want you to finish.
Spawn was kind of like a C-tier character. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But Spawn was a newer character, so I didn't read it when I was a kid. It was probably when I was in high school or something like that Spawn character became big. Coming in number 2 is Blade, famously portrayed by Wesley Snipes. And the number 1 black comic book hero / action figure is
I was just about to highlight that.
I was just about
to highlight that. Where's Bishop? Where's Bishop? Sir, I talk about it all the time when we do these top 10s or these TV things or these movies things. I didn't know more than half of those people you just mentioned. I didn't see all of those shows.
Go ahead, Tree.
I'm going to connect you to someone, and you know that you can. She has a company where she's a black woman. She will assist you in how to speak to Chat GPT to get a better idea of, because the lists you come with.
Well, I think this list was much better than past lists. I knew all of these names, but I just didn't see all of those shows.
Meteor Man is missing. Joanna Man.
Joanna Man.
Well, if it's a black centric, then it might include some of those.
You know, there's supposed to be a lady who created a black AI.
No, Bruce Leroy.
Oh, they should have Bruce Leroy. You're right.
Meteor Man.
Hey,
Bishop. They didn't have Bishop, man. I mean,
when you say Bishop, you're talking about Tupac in Above the Rim. Not Above the Rim.
But that wouldn't have been
a no.
Yeah, he's not a hero. He was a murdering psychopath.
I think they're talking about Bishop for the one before, Tony Montana, Bumpy Johnson, all them.
Okay.
But he didn't have
no Black Lightning, John. Oh, and what about that? What the blind man? Ben Affleck played him. Oh God,
these were black characters.
Talking about black characters, Tree.
Bishop from X-Men is what Julius 29C was talking about.
Oh,
he's talking about the X-Men character Bishop.
Right.
It
wasn't what? Well, never mind.
Here we go.
Blade.
Yeah, there was a character in the X-Men called Bishop, and I don't even remember what his superpower was or whatever.
It's on the screen.
He was a time traveler. Okay, got you. Tree, before we get into our picks of the day, which is one of my favorite parts of the show.
And before we do that, Ollie, did you vote on the poll that we did today's podcast discussion?
No.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about it, because I ain't making this shit for nothing.
The Malcolm Jamal Warner situation that you brought up last week in your report. Who are you siding with?
Let me tell y'all. I told y'all last week when y'all weren't really listening that he did that. That was done when he was 26 years old. He has had 20. What does that mean? He has had 30 years. Because he was 54 when he passed. So he had almost 30 years to make changes. My mom and dad have a trust. My brother has a trust. The other day, my brother said, I'm saying changing some of my trust. I don't want X such and such to get this. I'm move more over here.
Yep.
You have the opportunity to make that trust change. He had the money, he had the means, he had the time to do so.
He didn't have the time.
Why didn't he have the time? If I made
I'm saying he thought he had the time, but now he's not here.
Well, what I'm saying,
that's what I mean.
I did that when I was 26 and I had died at 54. Between 26 and 54, I had almost 30. I had 28 years. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about if I die today, my stuff ain't right.
Bottom line is, I'm sorry, Ollie.
No, you go ahead.
Bottom line is recommended you update it. You take a look at it. You update it every year. Some years you don't have to update it, but some years you do need to update it. So yeah, he had time to do it.
Well,
I understand what you're saying. He thought he had more time, but
and
obviously
he didn't. I wouldn't. My brother did not make. I'm the executor of my parents' estate.
That's it, MC.
And so my mother would probably not. She wouldn't make it my father. What if they fell out? Like you usually make a person or a company your executor because you know they're going to follow your wishes to a T. I done married this woman, and while I love her, or this man, while I love him, my parents or an outside entity would probably do a better job of dealing with my estate. Like I have a friend who's dealing with that with his mother, and the sister is fighting him tooth and nail. The mama knew which child was going to make sure that if I want these things to happen, this child. I have another friend whose grandparents skipped over her own children and made her grandchildren, her one granddaughter out of 4, the executor. And they were mad and the parents were upset. but my grandmother knew you weren't gonna do right. So
I got a tight dog here in Columbus who was the executor over his parents' will. In the last 5 years, he's lost both of their parents, and 3 or 4 times a year, a big lump sum of money comes through. And he mentions, oh, bro, check came. I got to go do so-and-so. I got to do so-and-so. I got to do so-and-so. I got to help. He's helping all his siblings. And I'm like, so, bro, at the end of the day, your siblings don't know when that money's coming. He said, no, they have no idea. I said, so what happens if you decide not to send them their money and you want to keep it? He said, I could, but I'm the executor of this because they knew I wouldn't. Right. If it was given to so-and-so, she wouldn't give me a dime. But that's why she's not the executor.
Yep.
So that's to your point, Ollie. That's to your point. I got a frat brother that is literally dealing with this yearly now, and he's like, I'm going to wait until the summer to do this with it, blase, blase, because I know she's going to need this for that, and I'll be able to help her do that. But if I give it to her now, she's going to spend it. My parents knew I would do that for her. That's why I'm doing it.
Tree, go ahead.
I wonder why his mom is taking, like, come on. Why are you just, if it's there in writing, because maybe I'm wrong, but she's not suing the mom. She's suing based on the agreements that are in writing that Malcolm made with her, correct?
Well, if it's in writing, Tree,
so why wouldn't the mom, if it is in writing, why wouldn't she go ahead and just not get it this point?
It's not that simple. You can't take out of a trust what was not in a trust. She's having to sue against the trust, not sue against his estate. Those are two different places. And she's not suing the estate because she said there's not enough money in the estate to cover what she says is in the written prenuptial agreement.
Right.
So I now have to sue an entity that you typically are. The reason people put their stuff in a trust, so you can't sue it. So
do you warn someone before? Did she say, hey, mom, because if you saw the interview she did with Gail, she is still she is not well.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. I did not see that interview.
Oh,
I keep hearing about it.
Please
but I don't think
I
don't think I got.
We're talking about the wife.
Yes. And so I didn't feel, she never even, she did the interview before all this happened and then they put it out, but her spirit doesn't have vitriol on it. She doesn't have time for that. She lost her husband, but I just wonder, Arlie, can you tell me, is there a warning given? Like, hey, mom, in the mail, in a formal manner.
She said she has tried over the past year to get those things straight. I'm under the impression that she had to go a legal route because his mother, who is also grieving. My children should not die before me. So I'm not even probably managing business other than what I actually have to do because I am over here I have one child. It wasn't like she has some more children somewhere. So she's also grieving.
This is a good one.
And this, there's probably money in accounts that she had access to as the wife, but she wants more. I'm not saying she has a spirit of whatever, but she's probably trying to secure some things because she wasn't going to work. He was going to pay her to be the head of the house, to pay her the $60,000 a year to do this and the $16,000 the anniversary. And that's, what I guess she was banking on.
My finger was up first, Doug. Terry Clark had a great comment. Kobe's wife, Vanessa, and his parents are still beefing over the money. And Vanessa knows Kobe had beef with his parents.
Jelly Bean died like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. His daddy.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I don't even think Kobe was speaking to the parents when he passed.
No, that's what I heard too, or read.
That's an ugly situation. Tree, do you have? Let's.
Ryan, this is a good subject. Good job today. What were you saying, Douglas?
Do you have the picture of LeBron's dad I sent you?
Yes.
Before.
Doug said. And you're sure that that's not fake or AI?
Well, we need to say alleged. That's all. Say alleged.
Okay. Because I'm tired of that. Let me see.
I'm tired of his Anthony.
I mean, just
Anthony Edwards. Is that what you want?
Man, no.
Damn, that's LeBron with a Jerry curl.
If that is his daddy.
My gosh.
I don't think that's a AI photo or anything like that. I pulled it off. I looked at the source. The source didn't look like it was BS. So, yeah.
Look at that. That's LeBron James.
I'm showing another picture too, for him in a looks like high school or something. With this,
he's a pappy. He's that baby pappy.
So
God dang, that's LeBron's a chip off the old block.
Dr. Batmine says it's a real photo. It's in a LeBron bio, which Doug wouldn't have access to. So thank you. Actually, Batmine has it on his shelf. Okay.
Look at, I mean, that is the spitting image of LeBron James.
Yeah, very, 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 very interesting, weird kind of. All right, let's get to the picks of the day.
Wow. Man, genetics are it still blows my mind. It blows my mind how God designed this thing. It's how neat.
It's amazing.
It is mind blowing.
You be looking at people, you go, you look this dude used to always say,
listen,
go ahead, Ryan.
No, you go ahead first off. You start.
No, you
first.
go ahead.
When I go home to Moco, the 2 or 3 times a year that I'm blessed to go home, as I'm traveling around Moco and I'm seeing younger kids, say 12 to 15 or 16, that's in middle school or high school, I'll stop them and pull them to the side. Your mama name is Tina, isn't it? Hey, how you know? Well, she's my classmate, and you look just like her. It happens all the time.
All the time. So we're moving to the picture of the day.
I mean the Black Eden. The Black Eden is what a beautiful picture. I love the bottle, the way it's designed.
I realized I didn't take any pictures that were this weekend, and I would have probably taken if I had.
Your phone is full of video,
right? Lord, so I that's me holding Black Eden and talking about it. And as people said, I had the twins out and that's why I didn't swim, because that is not a swimsuit. It is a sit suit. Or
you look like an extra in Austin Powers.
Yes,
that outfit you had on.
Because I had matching pants to go with it. It's Trina Turk, everybody.
You need to create a line of clothes like this that you can sell.
I could. That's my plate so that Doug can tell y'all. See, I have vegetables I have vegetables, macaroni, and they maybe put my cake on the same plate. So and that's coleslaw.
Let's give the backstory. Last year at the same event, I mentioned on the following show that Monday that you have a healthy appetite.
That's a big old plate of food. That's a big old plate.
So small.
No, and that was you were saying I ate at Doug, you were talking about me at the when we did the tailgate last year. You said I just kept going over there to the whole thing.
Right. You got a healthy appetite, Ollie, to be 110 pounds.
But y'all, that's a piece of chicken, some greens, some rice, and some mac and cheese. And then
who these people to the right?
There's so much greens on the plate that they're falling off the plate, Ollie.
Shut up. I didn't feed myself. They put it on my plate.
That's true.
And I didn't eat it all. Okay. Anyway, to the right is my line sister Danielle. Happy birthday to her, and my other line sister Julie. That's me in the middle. It was a Blue Pico. Is it how you pronounce it? There was a Blue Pico celebration. Everybody had to wear their oranges and creams and all that stuff. And so I had on my little gold. I come out of my heels by then because I had danced and dropped it like it was hot one too many times. Then I had to go work and help clean up, so I put my tennis shoes on.
Happy birthday, Danielle.
Happy birthday, Danielle.
Happy birthday, Danielle.
That was my weekend.
All right. Moving.
I didn't take any pictures this year either, Harley. I took some videos, but I didn't take any pictures like I did last year.
I did not take. I did take video. I mean, I did have to take videos because Doug. Before we move on, y'all. Last year we all first of all, Doug put on his backpack like Dora, and he be skipping out and don't tell nobody he gone. We're gonna just call him little.
It's so that's annoying.
He don't tell nobody bye or nothing. We look around like y'all seen Doug. Y'all seen Doug? Doug's on. Somebody said Doug been gone. As soon as y'all
he's been doing that his entire life, y'all. He throws smoke bombs.
So it's not personal.
I don't like long goodbyes.
Well, Doug missed the after party because they had a dance contest that was worth.
I saw the video of the shenanigans going on out there.
We missed that last year because we all left early. Well, this year we were still there, just kind of hanging around, seeing what was going on, And I was going to enter the contest until I realized the dancing that everybody was doing. I was like, oh, I can't do that. I don't know nothing. Somebody said, put a 2 Live Stew shirt over your head and go out there and make that money. But I didn't go make that money because I don't even have that skill set. I have not been able to pop it in a handstand ever. So there we are. But anyway,
right, Tree, let's see yours, Tree. I know you got something from the cookout, from the pool party.
Yeah. I didn't take a lot of pictures either. I was tired. Like, to be honest, just wore out. And Ryan, thank you to your friend Morgan on looking out for me, watching my face.
Y'all look like sisters at the worst, at the least cousins.
Yeah, all of them. I know he's talking about all the people in the picture.
Bunch of light-skinnedness going on here.
Yeah. So anyway, the picture at the top is my peeps. We went last year to the party. I think we did probably stay late. I think the energy was just different last year because this is after y'all left. And then this is us this year. We had a closer view. Remember last year, all of our guests were under that tent. Mm-hmm. So maybe things played differently for us because of where we were positioned this time.
Your real estate that you have at certain events are really, really important. We had great real estate this year.
And then the other picture is just all four of these are the people I invite. They go with me a lot of places and support me emotionally and on the physical side because they're fun. Like, it's just fun. So thank you, TJ. Kenny called me yesterday and thanked me. I was like, sir, why you not asleep? Just really good, easy people to work with. And again, shout out to DJ Bing for taking the time to sit with me so that we could make sure everything went ease and flow.
I thought sure you would have a video, but I guess not. I
cannot show.
Ryan has one.
Videos.
I emailed some videos to her. I don't know if they
when.
I just emailed you a video just now. Like,
so I'm gonna have to.
I had to use Dropbox to send it or mail something to send it, so it probably didn't go through.
All right. So anyway, that's my pictures from the party.
So you have the picture of Doug, which is probably just some smoke under his feet as he's leaving without speaking to anybody?
I don't know what Doug sent me, but I'm about to pull it up right now. POD Doug.
You can drop mine while you do that if you want.
No, I have it.
One. Oh, this is a great one. Shouts out to the microwave and shouts out to Jersey Vern in the building.
The bootleg Chief Rocker.
All I'm going to say is I wish I would have been in this picture. This is a great one, but I'm glad y'all took it. Vern and his son helped us tremendously this past weekend. And when it comes to microwave, shouts out to your microwave. In that backpack that's on his back right now is some of the finest fruits and or vegetables you will get on these streets. Shouts out to the microwave. We had a great time. I mean, when I tell you that this atmosphere that is created in TJ's backyard, which is at his home, he's got a couple hundred strangers in his backyard at his home. When I tell you that it is the coolest spot that you can just do what you do and be who you are while you're there, shouts out to TJ and to the farmer known as the microwave.
Doug, you're not going to talk about your picture? You just let Ryan talk about
He just took it over. That's fine. That's perfect. Great job. Bro.
I'm like, what's happening here? And right.
You didn't realize he took it over.
Doug, go ahead and say something, please. It's your picture.
That's the microwave who we've had.
Talk about how you have two pinky fingers extended on the same hand.
we got the microwave right there to the left, and then we have Vern from Jersey, aka the Chief Rocker, to the right, and me in the middle.
Why is his fingers the same size?
It was a great time. It was a really great time.
Okay, but I do want to discuss this. I don't want to get off track, Ryan. You got your picture now.
Everybody look at everybody's fingers.
But everybody check your fingers, please.
The first two.
Y'all stop it. That's my brother. Y'all cut it out.
But you, okay.
What I do?
You said it first.
What did he say?
Why are your fingers the same size?
My fingers aren't the same size.
We're looking at a picture right now.
Like this.
It's AI.
That's called optical illusion, I guess. My fingers aren't the same size. Why would my fingers be the same size?
Put them up. Let's see. Put them up. Put them up. Put them up. Put them up.
No.
I'm not going to dignify this with showing you my fingers.
Oh, my bad.
We saw them on.
My bad. Tree, we didn't just see Doug's fingers. Stop it, Tree.
I was not on there.
On Friday's show, Doug and I did a pop-up on Friday. And
speaking of fingers, you could use some type of manicure yourself.
Oh, but his cuticles are pushed down.
Looks like you digging in a ditch.
No, actually does look okay.
My cuticles are pushed down because I get them done, Tree.
Yeah,
top left corner is a picture of money and fame on a balancing scale. The world sees this. And on the other side of that is a peace, purpose, and happiness sign with the player that has made a decision like LeBron did based upon what he needs and he wants for himself and his family. I posted that shortly after doing the pop-up show that I did with Doug on Friday. It was a great pop-up. If you want to see it, check it out. Below that picture.
You really don't want to see that and see this man lose his freaking mind.
I thought it was very good listening from the car.
Below that picture is a picture of one of the 10 wet lemon pepper fried crispy wings that I got from JR Crickets in Midtown. When I tell you that wet lemon pepper wing was one of the best wings I've ever had in my life, please believe it. I didn't eat breakfast at the house on Saturday because I knew I was driving up around noon to go to TJ's gig. So I stopped and got some wings instead of having breakfast, and they were delicious. I'm a huge wing fan. Top right corner is CC with someone that everyone knows, loves, and respects. His name is President Barack Obama. And in this picture, Barack Obama basically says to CC, "You're fantastic. Don't let all this nonsense get you down. Don't lose your joy. The game is like the game, and you're a hooper." So I just wanted to shout out President Obama, who spent some time with CC in Chicago this past weekend, because his thoughts are synonymous with mine about CC. And last but not least,
he also gave a lot of other ones some great credit too.
Half a second. So what you're saying is, just like the folks at Toast and at Big Daddy's restaurant that we saw this past week, just like they validated Rick Jackson, you're saying that Obama is validating Caitlin Clark. Is that what you're saying?
No. What I said was, and I literally read it because you can see it. I read what President Obama said. I didn't say a damn thing. I read what President Obama said.
That's the point you're trying to make.
Right.
Is what I'm asking you.
No, I'm posting a picture for a picture of the day, and it basically says what President Obama says, and I say those things all the time, and they're not accepted. Maybe they will be accepted from the former president known as Barack Obama, because those are his words, not mine. And the bottom right picture is of the pool party, and I can't thank TJ enough for having us come out there. If something ever happens in the future where he decides he doesn't want us to come back, I'll accept it, and I'll still ask if I can come and be in attendance, because it is one of those events. Shouts out to TJ.
I'm not going to be able to check out a video right now if I'm.
The backyard. This is man's backyard.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you don't have it in this picture. There's a water slide. I
slid down the water slide last year.
There's much more to this backyard than this picture. There's a bull over there to the top left behind that tent. There's a slide like Doug mentioned. There's a guest house on the other side of the pool that's not pictured, that's got a bedroom and a bathroom in it. The backyard is one of the best backyards you'll ever be able to experience. It's the best backyard to do this kind of event. Shouts out to TJ. It's a fabulous time. I believe it was the 6th time he's done it. He continues to keep doing it. And again, the purpose of it is to simply network with the people that are there.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal time.
TJ Johnson, Kenny Kelly, acquisitions and investments. They're doing very well for themselves. Shouts out to those guys for inviting us.
Yeah, everybody was complaining and fussing about the possible rain or the little rain that did happen earlier in the day. The rain was a blessing because it brought the clouds to block the sun the entire day. It was phenomenal out there, and we really enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, it could have been another 15 degrees hotter if we didn't have that cloud cover.
No question.
finishing up. Thank you, everybody who voted. This is the results.
The spouse suing the parents. 70%.
They're on the 70% are on the spouse suing the parents side. And 30% believe that the deceased should have handled business better before tapping out.
Parents not dispersing.
And nobody thinks that you should be against the parents for not dispersing the money quickly enough.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, that was a good one, Ryan. Thank you.
Thank you. And y'all brought it to my attention. Was it one day last week where you mentioned whatever we do when it comes to that, well, I shouldn't say that right. Whatever you ultimately do when it comes to the podcast conversation, it being connected to something that we've talked about on the show is always good. So I'll try to do that. Sometimes it probably won't happen. I had like 10 different options to choose from, and only 2 of them made sense for what we do. But if it's a little arbitrary sometime, just please forgive me and just, we appreciate y'all's participation.
All right, let's do the chat and go home.
Thank you, Ollie.
Right. My fingers are 2 different sizes.
I got 2 pieces.
Can we see yours, Ryan? Hold your.
Ryan, they said he got slave fingers in there.
Yeah, what is Doug? Come on, put it up, please. That must have been an accident, a mess.
But he doesn't have to, we saw it. The picture was not Allen Iverson.
But you need to check on, and that could mean something. Like I always say, you're on the spectrum. Maybe that's part of the proof you need, and then you can get some money.
What you will not do is call my brother a retard on this show. Stop it.
No, I'm thinking he's special, like the
Stop
1%, the smarter people. That's why he don't have to pay us any attention, because he's already like 4.
And Ollie, what you won't do is allude to the people that my brother rides a short bus. Stop it.
I didn't say that. I said he's like gifted and talented.
Ollie, don't follow him up. All right, Ollie. Thank you so much, Ollie. Have a great next couple of days.
I don't know if y'all ever paid attention, but when Doug takes his shoes off, all of his toes are on the same line. But we won't get into that right now.
Show us your feet, Douglas. Up next.
Show us how all of the toes are.
You have all your digits. There was a lot of meat at this party. One of my friends sent me a message when she's like, I am on the shuttle.
Somebody just texted me and said, Doug's fingers and toes will allow him to scale a tree like a tiger.
The chat has a lot to say about it.
Thank you. I cut you off. Please say what you were going to say before you did this.
No, my friend, so when we go out in Atlanta, it is often
we're based in Atlanta if you're new to the show.
Robust with meat. Or the meat is questionable.
Doug has hooves.
So TJ's party, TJ and Kenny Kelly, they had the meats. Yeah, it was a lot. I feel that it was a good equal amount of men and women. Oftentimes, this isn't the case. So we were very pleased.
What's usually the case?
It's way more women going out than men.
Atlanta. What's the number? 10 to 1 in Atlanta? Something like that?
Or maybe more. Women to men. Maybe more.
Women to men?
Someone that I was taught, a friend of mine, they like me. They might be sweet on me. They're like, oh, we don't have anything to worry about. You're in Atlanta. That is the word on the street, that a long distance situation would be safe because there's no prospects here. But at this party, it was definitely very robust. From Loose Next Eye, thank you so much. Tree looks like an 80s video vixen. I look like I just ran out of time.
We're going to invite some of the listeners next year. We hadn't utilized the list like we could, so we got to find a way to allow the likes of more than just Vern and Spot.
No, I invited a lot of people. They just are out of town. Doug had that locked down.
Okay, good.
Yeah. They just
I think people should be able to experience this on our behalf and see the goodness of what's going on.
No, yeah, we did our due diligence in that respect. Hey, Sean, good morning. Philly fans will take over Phillips Arena.
Shouts out to you, Sean. Thank you very much for your contribution, as you always do. Thank you, Sean.
From Sean Mims again, the king in Philly. He takes less money and still gets heat. Yeah,
right. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing.
Well, that's another whole argument about a black man taking $50 million less.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's his choice, but I don't.
Yeah,
it's absolutely his choice. That doesn't.
But I don't like it.
Yeah.
So what's the percentage of 50 million when it comes to a billion?
Doesn't matter.
What's the percentage?
Doesn't matter.
It's a question. I'm asking you a question. It does matter because it's a question.
I don't know.
Ryan, how much of a loss did he take in your professional having been an athlete?
There were teams that was willing to pay him 15 million, and I'm certain there were several teams that would have maxed him out. So he took a significant loss of money.
40 to $45 million.
I agree with Doug's number, Tree.
Well, that's the number reported.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But that being said, money don't mean anything to me and other people if there's happiness on the other side.
And he will have other ways of generating revenue, but I think the pattern of this will start these owners to thinking that that's
Tree, and that's the point I made on the show.
This is a question that I brought up in the chat room this past weekend. Him not going to Philadelphia, him going to any other team, y'all make it sound like he wouldn't have happiness if he would have went to another team and got $50 million more.
Well, we can't determine what would make him happy.
Who are you to tell us what's gonna make him happy?
Okay, whatever, man. I don't want to get back into it. It's fine. It's fine. No. About to argue for LeBron again. Let's not do that. We've done that. We've done that incessantly over the last. We've done it over a pop-up. We done it. We did it this morning.
It's okay.
Let it go.
Yeah,
Let it go.
Well, when he gets done, when he gets done, I got something to say. Let me know when he's done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Your thoughts.
We're back on this again.
Your thoughts and will cannot be forced on any other human than yourself. And LeBron's job and the constraints of his abilities at his job has allowed him to be able to pick where he works. Just like you get to pick where you work. There's a small percentage of athletes that are blessed. There's a small percentage of athletes that are blessed to pick where they work. And LeBron is one of that small percent. There's no other way to look at this situation. And if you're an athlete and you get to pick, you're going to pick what is best for you when you pick.
You're right.
He picked the best chance to win in his eyes. Some people say he made the wrong choice, but not to him.
Right.
Sean, thank you again. Doug, your dude was forcing a trade to Bulls. Kobe. This came at 7:25 a.m. So try to think back to what.
And I saw that
Kobe Bryant played for the Lakers his entire career. I don't know what you're talking about.
But at one point in time, and I remember this, he wanted to go to Chicago.
That was rumor.
Well, hold on.
There's a million rumors. You right. Trying to argue 30 years later about a rumor?
The point I'm trying to make is,
bottom line is Kobe Bryant never played for any other team.
There's a small percentage of athletes, I said less than 5%, that get to control their own destiny, that has their future in their hands because of contractual agreements. Some players don't want to be where they are, but because of the paper, they're forced to stay.
Yeah, okay. Let's go, Tree. Next one.
Doug, do they even make Reader's Digest anymore? From Sean Mims. Doug, it's called free agents. He signs 2-year deals.
It's not me doing this, Doug. I'm talking about what the listeners are posting. Sean Mims, thank you.
Oh, it's you. It's you.
No, it's not. No, look on the
thank
screen.
Thank you for your donation. It's a donation.
Thank you, Sean.
It's you that's
been
screaming about this for the past 2 shows.
Thank you, Sean. The point is when you become a free agent, with certain players
30 times, you repeat yourself again.
Well, he's answering the chat that was paid for, honey.
And Sean invested money for me to talk about what he wanted talked about, so I'm just doing that.
All right, man. Okay.
when you have free agency, Kurt Flood, appreciate you. You get to pick where you go if you're blessed to get there. I told a story earlier. I'm talking to Sean, Doug, not you.
You've only told this story 30 times over the past 2 shows.
Again, I'm sorry it's blowing everything you say out of the water, but I'm responding to Sean.
No, it's actually
I mentioned Barry Sanders wanting to be free, but not being able or allowed to become free.
You actually sound insane at this point. At this point, you sound insane.
Yeah, well, you get to call it whatever you want. Clearly, no one gives a damn about your thoughts and me sounding insane. So let me answer Sean. LeBron's blessed to be able to pick where he plays, and how amazing has it been to see? Thank you for your contribution, Sean.
Thank you.
My point is you're very redundant. That sentence you just said, you said that 30 times in the last 2 shows.
Well, clearly one of the listeners
understand exactly what you're saying, the point you're trying to make.
One of the listeners paid for me to talk about it. Right. Get over yourself. Okay. Get over yourself.
Douglas, go ahead and gather your things, please, honey. Alvin Conte. Thank you, Alvin. Thank you so much. Doug, look and see if you have any.
Got up early to catch y'all live. Keep shining, Stews. My favorite time of the year is finally upon us. Let's get ready for some daggum football. Big ups to your Big Al.
You must be from the low country of South Carolina.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's not a South Carolinian.
He's not? I thought he.
Yeah. It's been great going to NFL.com and going to ESPN.com and seeing clips of people in training camp. I get goosebumps when I see it. It's been phenomenal. I agree with you, Big Al.
Loose Neck says if Arlie goes to jail, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant will be her attorney.
We will find her better.
I never thought Arlie said she would go to jail. She said she would take $2 million to stay in the house, and that was that question.
You might be right, Tree. That might be right.
I don't think she was going to jail with me and Douglas for the burglary or the whatever.
We'll find better counsel for Arlie than Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, who is questioned about if she's even a doctor.
Loose Neck again coming in strong. Cheyenne Bryant sent a cease and desist letter to Jamal Bryant from herself, not an attorney. LOL. So
that's what they call ass backwards.
That is hilarious.
You can't wait. Somebody please confirm this. I can't send a notification to you telling you to stop saying my name or I'm going to sue you.
Yeah, but
that has to come from a lawyer.
It's not legally binding, I would guess. I don't know.
Libel and defamation is, but isn't it? Which reminds me, y'all saw what the Trump said about LeBron. Why can Trump sue networks when they say things about him? Are people not allowed to sue the president?
Thank you, Tree. I have this in my notes to mention that. There's no doubt in my mind that LeBron, who's more than likely got a slew of lawyers on retainer already, are working on that right now. What the president did and said about that man should not have been done and said, and he's going to have to deal with some consequences because he said it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I want to, since y'all brought Trump up, this press banquet or whatever thing, the last thing he said was he's going to run in 2028. He put on a MAGA 2028 hat, but after it was over, that was the last thing that he said. After it was over, the news agencies didn't talk about it literally at all. It's like they were purposely as an industry ignoring what he did at the very end of that. He wasn't joking.
He wasn't. And just like you talked about the Pledge of Allegiance and how that got ingrained in us every day. Imagine if the news did do what you just said and told us all the things that he is saying. Somebody would be triggered day after day after day, and we would start to move collectively on this government. Okay, the news knows what they're doing. They don't want it.
And on the heels of your comment, before this dinner the other night, he did a press conference last week where a lot of networks didn't show it live because they wanted to fact check what he was saying because he lies so much.
Yeah.
So they showed it in increments. They didn't show it live because he lies so much.
He can't do a lot of things.
MCA 1800, he can't run, Doug.
But
you're missing the point. You're clearly missing the point. He doesn't care what the laws are. He doesn't care. He is going to run again. That's the theory that's out there, is that he's going to say, and that's what he's setting up right now.
So saying he can't do this, he's not supposed to. That doesn't. All of that is gone now,
right?
Because he's repeatedly told us.
Constitution, MCA 1800. I understand the Constitution. He can't
null
run.
And void now.
He doesn't care about what they've told him he can and can't do. Why did the media ignore this? Like, I didn't see anybody talk about it after the fact.
And you won't.
Or what he did at the end of this banquet.
Because again,
they don't want to be responsible.
When they won't cover his press conference live, and every president that's ever had a speech where they go to TV is covered live. But the fact that several networks aren't covering him live because he lies so much says all you need to know. Everyone knows you get 2 terms. It doesn't have to be consecutive. You get 2 terms. You don't get a third.
Right? But
so he can say whatever he wants, but networks are not going to allow his lies to be heard on their dime.
So you think they purposely did that to not give any credit to any credence to it?
Why would you give it any credence when it's not true? You can't do that.
But I guess what I'm saying,
a lot of things are not true that are happening.
Hold on. I guess my point is, yes, we know he can't do it, and they don't want to give him credence. They don't want to give credence to what he's saying, but they on the other side of that, they need to call out the insanity and the craziness that he's spewing.
And then they lose their
and they need to put America on notice that this guy is really everything that happened a couple of weeks ago with the whole voting.
Right.
He's prepping. He's setting up to try and overturn the government.
When they start talking about how he can't run, people that say that and those words come out of their mouths are going to lose their job. And they understand that too. He's the puppet master. If you're not Fox News or the networks that say everything that he says as if it's true, you disappear. He's had late night hosts lose their jobs because they go against the institution.
I didn't mean to get into all of that, and I said I was going to bring it up.
It was a good topic. It was a good topic.
Mr. Unloved, thank you so much for your donation. Doug, please look for your donations and get them ready. I said that.
I'm sorry.
I got a couple.
In honor of Ryan's jokes, what's the difference between a sock and a camera? One takes 5 toes and one takes 4 toes. Great show, Stews.
One takes 5 toes, one takes 4 toes. That's over my head.
Have you been going to Ryan's School of Jokes? Thank you for your donation.
That was over my head.
From Loose Neck Side. Things I trust more than Cheyenne Bryan. Dr. Pepper. Bryant.
That's a good one, Loose Neck.
Frederick Anderson, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Frederick, and thank you for your donation. Good morning, Doug, Ryan, Tree, and Arlie for the building fund. We appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Frederick.
Dog Sun Rider coming in with a little hot spot. Good morning, Stu's Tree. Good morning, Stu's Tree. I love your hair. I love how your hair looks. Doug is going to be in shambles once Bron gets that 5th chip. Shaking my head. Thank you, Dark Sun Rider.
Well, I would be in somewhat shambles if they win a championship in Philadelphia because I'm a Laker fan.
Well, Scott, with a little
that means the Lakers didn't win a championship,
which they won't.
Rel Scott, thank you so much for appearing on the Two Love Stews Experience.
Thank you, Rel.
Just a little appreciation donation. He says he truly appreciates the opportunity to be on the show. It is really the people's show. Yes.
Thank you very much, Rel. You did a great job, Rel. Thank you. You did a great job, Rel.
Philadelphia 76ers. I just realized today, probably my second favorite team all time.
MCA 1800 loves all the conversations today. Dope. Thank you for your donation. Rel Scott. hit us again. Shout out to Natalie Bianco and Cascade. That was our spot next door to Cafe Bartique. It's closing. It's closing. Definitely a Stu's hangout. Support Black business.
I hate to hear that, Real, but thank you.
Well, they told
Tonito, Atlanta.
Kesey, the owner of
Cafe Bartique.
He said that they won't tow you around there, but it's very limited parking in Atlanta. You will walk outside and your car is gone. They will take your car in a minute. And I think I kind of have pause whenever I go over there. I think the parking might be an issue because that bar that Rel's talking about is super nice. Right next door to Kesey's spot. Super nice spot.
Loose neck. Thank you again. Ryan's hands look like he ate his wings straight out of the fryer.
Yeah, I got juice all over my fingers. But look at Loose Neck's Abby. Look at Loose Neck's avatar. He caught all the shooting the funk.
Wow,
that's amazing.
All right, Doug, let's go. Wait, one more.
My fingers were juicy tree because the way those wings are made, and when you eat them hot, you got to turn them so you don't. They were so good. Oh my gosh, they were so good.
Everything you're doing and saying is doing something else up here. Go, Doug.
So shouts out to Osiris. 98 in the house. See y'all at the Spencer Clave Thursday. You're not going to play. Neither one of us.
I'm not.
I don't think I'm gonna make. He donates $40. Appreciate it, team. As always, thank you for all the support. And Loose Neck Side, $15 donation for Tree's hot comb. So thank you, Loose Neck. Thank you, brother.
We'll see what happens. It's however I feel. Osiris says the YTOK hand is also a YT supremacy sign. The YTOK hand sign is also a YT supremacy sign. That's the main problem with this one. And when
it's not YT Tree, just pronounce it as it sounds, as it looks. White.
Whitey.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, thank you. From Zach Cross Network, maybe Ryan Coogler had to bring someone like that brother in. Autonomous control is extremely hard to earn.
That's something else. And you know what? I think I'm going to do a reel on this. I'm very passionate about this.
I got a thought too.
I don't know if Ryan Coogler is able to make all of his decisions on casting. Maybe he doesn't have all of the power.
No, I think he's got all the juice now, especially with that Black Panther. Yeah, he's got all the juice. But to that last message, you don't want to bring in another actor that's known for this. You want your actor that's known for that.
For what?
You want your actor to be known for Black Panther, not for multiple roles.
Are you crazy? That's how it works. Samuel Jackson and Denzel Washington have done like 500 movies apiece because of everything they've done in the past.
But not a superhero franchise that's going to happen every other year.
Right.
Yeah, no, Black Panther is going to be this guy's job until they stop making those kind of movies.
Or he's
probably contracted to not even do other projects, which is why he's going to be making the money that he's going to be making for being the Black Panther.
And there's other theories that Idris Damson didn't get it because Ryan and Michael are tight, and he was going out with Michael's last girlfriend, the Lori Harvey girl.
Michael.
What's the guy? Michael B. The one that plays.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, and that they're so tight. But Doug, what I don't understand, and I'm gonna go because it's time. I don't understand why it matters. How do you know who auditioned? You don't know who auditioned. You don't just put somebody in there because they're Black.
My answer to your point is, you're trying to tell me out of 1,000 Black male actors in this country, they couldn't find one to play this role? That wasn't good enough to play this role?
That's Ryan's picture. So he's going to be particular about.
But I'm responding to your point that you.
And I'm answering you that I believe that he has made the choice that he believed, and I want to support that. And it's still a Black man.
True. It's very convoluted
thank you for your job today, and thank you for your job this weekend. Thank you very much.
I get it.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tree.
Stay away from those outlets with knives and forks in. Outstanding job.
I think I'm gonna do a video. I think I'm gonna do a reel on my thoughts about this. And even when we thought when it was talked about over the last year and a half, 2 years, that a perfect person to take over the role would be Franklin Saint from Snowfall.
That'd be a good one.
No, I mean that was the guy everybody was talking about. He's British too, but he's got more people know his face. Like, he's known more. This guy that they gave the role to, this Johnson guy, they said he's done a lot of big things. I've never heard of him. And I'm a movie guy. I watch a lot of movies, especially these the movies involving black actors.
Michael B. Jordan played Smoke and Stack. Ryan Coogler knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. I mean, hey, man. Shouts out to everybody that, first of all, let's give an A+ to Vern from Jersey, Vern's son, who's not from Jersey because I don't think he was born there, Camille, and to Microwave for pulling up on the stews this past weekend and helping. Khalil and Vern, thank you for the help, and Microwave, thank you for the fruits and vegetables. The vegetables. A+ to those guys. A+ to Arleywood, outstanding job. A+ to Tree, outstanding job. Give them a round of applause to the audience, please. Thank you very much. PJ Johnson, Kenny Kelly, bless you, brothers, man. Thank y'all for having us. A+ to y'all for an amazing event again. The great Rel Scott from Philadelphia spent some time with the Stews talking about Philadelphia, talking about the Falcons, talking about the Eagles. Shouts out to Rel Scott. You get an A+, sir. And to everybody in the super chat that took the time to give us a couple of dollars. Shouts out to you, Sean Mims, and your contributions and your questions. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for giving. It's because of y'all that we're here. Y'all get an A+. And to everybody in the chat where there was hundreds of comments, thank y'all for creating content and sharing your thoughts. We appreciate you. Y'all get an A+ for your contributions. Thank you in the chat.
Well, listen, you're somewhat.
I got one more.
Go ahead.
The great Larry Brown, we appreciate you, bro. Thank you for your leadership.
Brown.
Ooh, and your managerial skills when it comes to doing what we need to make this ship go further and in deeper waters. You are appreciated. You get an A+ and a round of applause too, Brother Brown. Thank you. Yeah. All right, your question, sir?
You're somewhat of a thespian. You were at one point calling yourself a thespian. You don't think that the black male actors in this country have a right to feel some type of way?
No,
about all of these
all.
top roles going to British actors?
No, I don't.
You don't think they feel some type of way?
Well, I mean, no. That you just asked
You
different questions.
You agree with me?
Yeah, you asked two different questions. Wait, yes, they probably well, actually, no, actually, I believe in relationships, and I believe in people seeing something in somebody and saying, "Ooh, it's that person," for whatever the reason is. As a creative, Ryan Coogler decides who's going to make his project become one of his projects.
Oh, I forgot. You're super liberal about a lot of this stuff.
I trust in his creative process as a creative that has shown he has the right to create. You want him to get somebody from Baghead? He wants somebody from London. For whatever the reason is.
I hate I even asked you that question because you super okay. Everything is okay. So
what he's done stands on its own for him to get to make the decision. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love, because that's all he's showing you. Ryan Coogler gets to decide. LeBron James gets to decide what they do. We do not. What a
Word
great
up.
show, man.
Word up.
Thank you for being here, man. We love y'all.
Fast
Detroit,
word. Like, share, subscribe. It's very important.
Y'all get an A+ too. Thank you, Detroit. We appreciate y'all as well.
Like,
we'll
share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
We didn't talk about that drunk Tony Romo. I mean, we didn't talk about Tony Romo again today, but maybe we'll save it for another day. Things happen.
What about him getting a DUI?
OWI, they call it.
What's that?
Operating a vehicle while under the influence. I didn't create it. It's just being posted as OWI. So I looked it up, and that's what it says.
Right.
Jump right back with us next week on the same station. You can bet your last money. It's all going to be a stone gas honey. In parting, we wish you peace, love, and soul. Thank you, Fred G. Thank you for the parting shots. All right, y'all. We love you. See y'all on Thursday.
Soul Train reference, man. Shouts out to you, Fred G.
Yeah. Shouts out to the wonderful people at Black Eden 1912 as well. Found this bottle at the cookhouse.
I had a bottle for Tree. She never asked me for it. I forgot about it.
I remember you told me you were bringing a bottle for her.
Yeah.
It shows how much she really wants it.
Yeah.
She don't really want it.
Too busy doing other stuff.
She doesn't even drink it, Well, now she's busy putting together a world-class program. That's what she's busy doing. But yeah, she ain't got no time to be drinking no Black Eden.